everybody, welcome to the Parabellum team screen of the South American Regional 1 Fall Open. I am Brokefang, glad to have each and every one of you with us here today, and joining me in the booth is none other than Mr. Tanker89. What is going on, my man?
What is up, sir? How are you doing? I hope everything is going well. I'm excited. I hope all of you in chat are excited because Parabellum back after being able to make it through the closed qualifiers, a clean 3-0, 9-0 in games to take that one down and make it to the main event that we are starting here today.
Yes, and yes, you do hear Carball in the background, cookies, because they are currently in the lobby running a test to make sure the ping is all set and ready to go. We are that close to getting this first match started. And Tank, the first match is against Empyre, the team that knocked Parabellum into the second chance to make it here, round number 5. I know it was not the way that Parabellum wanted that day to end. Had to play the extra day, which, yes, they went 9-0 in games when got that clean 3-0 throughout the day. But they had to get back, get in that mindset right, and play it nonetheless. And they're looking for revenge here.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. If we were looking at the Parabellum team that played Empyre compared to the Parabellum team that played the next day, that Parabellum roster looked night and day different than they did when they were doing the top 16 qualifier. They were winning game ones. They were playing faster. They were challenging the ball a lot quicker, and they were winning those 50s. And I mean, honestly, if that Parabellum team that we saw on Sunday was playing on Saturday, they probably wouldn't have even had to have played Sunday at all.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, they did make it through Sunday. We are now here in this Regional 1 Fall Open where the teams are competing for a prize pool of $30,000. The champion not only gets the biggest chunk of $9,000 USD, but also getting the ever-coveted 16 RLCS points. Now, top half do get money, but everyone at least gets those points. But, I mean, obviously, the objective is to win, but the better you do, the better you're setting themselves up, and especially here in fall, getting things started. This is a great step for Parabellum getting back into RLCS.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't really expect it to go much better than it has been, right? Yes, I mean, obviously you would have wanted maybe top 16 to go a little bit more, but I mean, that was a whirlwind of a day. They signed the roster 2 hours before we even started that. They had to roll right into it while trying to get everything done, which, I mean, the entire Parabellum staff did a phenomenal job of getting everything together and ready in the short amount of time that they had. But for players, I mean, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders. And I think now that they got past that day, like, this is icing on the cake right now. And looking at the teams that made the top 16, I mean, they have a really good chance here to make it to the playoffs that are tomorrow. I mean, they beat a lot of these teams that are on here. And I mean, even like True Neutral, who made it through, Lotus, who made it through, Atypical, those are 3 teams that they have a history of performing well against and even beating just recently.
Yeah, now it looks like the game has been ended and they are getting ready to get set up, but I have the overlay backwards, so I'm going to get that set up here. But, you know, Tank, when you have a team that's this hungry, and I'll let you talk a little bit. I know you didn't get to see, but the step that you saw from Saturday to Sunday, and then what they've been doing since then all this week, I'm here to tell you, the coach couldn't send the PDF into Discord because he had too many notes. That's how much effort and time they are putting into this, and I am super, super stoked to see what adjustments they've made, especially since I know for a fact they went through this Empyre game, this Empyre match, when they lost 3-1 to them, and took very specific stills and screenshots and lines and notes and everything, and I'm stoked to see how they play here.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you're expecting them to be able to do, and they're able to actually take those notes, digest it, and then see how it changes when they go up against them again, which, I mean, I'm kind of excited that we drew them for round 1 in the Swiss format because it's going to be a very good showing of how well they can adapt and change their play style, especially when they just lost to this team 3-1, like you said. And I mean, 2 of those games weren't very close, where Empyre was kind of able to just take over and snowball from there. So
Yep, absolutely. But we'll see how it happens here as, ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Game number 1 of this best of 5 South American Open Regional 1, Parabellum versus Empyre.
Yeah, and for this one, you're really looking for Parabellum to start out hot, getting a quick shot, getting a quick couple shots, and sustained offense. That's what they weren't able to do last time they played this Empyre team. And so in the first minute and a half, we need to see them get that aggression back.
Yeah, and yes, I know there's no Carball sound. I blame Cookies for that, for letting that good here in the first place. So that one's on you. That one is 100% on you. But yeah, we know that on Saturday they were 0-5 in game 1. Against Empyre, that was the case as well as the Saturday match. But then in Sunday, not only were they getting those first game, but they're getting that first goals as well. And that was huge in them outside of the game 1. Is getting the first goal and right on cue. Davin with the shot. Look at the placement of this ball tank.
Beautiful shot. Great challenge there along sidewall, giving up their body to get that one downfield, and Davin getting that little chef's kiss off the post there. Able to get that first goal exactly 1 minute into this one, and that is what you wanted to see from Parabellum, putting the pressure on early and often as that one waterfalls down and can't quite finish that off. Empyre trying to start the counter, but you see Parabellum just up time and time again, not giving them any space as Trey picks this one up along sidewall. He could have an opportunity here, looking for the pass out mid, just collects it as he didn't have enough to get there for it, and he's gonna get demoed on the backside for it. Now Empyre starting the counterattack, looking for the outlet pass, gets it off back wall, but good back wall defense from Parabellum to knock that one away as they try and hold off this Empyre attack that was so deadly last time.
Yeah, and one thing that I know that you and I are going to be touching on multiple points throughout this day is how key the backball is for this Parabellum squad, both on offense and on defense. When they're able to get to that backball uncontested and get those passes out, their shot accuracy is nigh unparalleled. We already saw here in the very first goal of Davin slotting that in that upper left-hand corner. It was a pass on right off of that back wall, and if they're able to continue to do that, but also defend it on the backside so they're not scrambling in front of the net, it's going to be a great day for Parabellum.
Yeah, but PJ keeping the pressure going here. Nice takeoff, looking for a second touch, gets it underneath one, but Trey's going to be there. That quick outlet trying to find Davin in the corner, not going to quite be there yet. Trey's going to get dunked, ball floating free, but free touch for Leo. Leo over to Trey, quick shot. That one's not going to be able to get through his defense for Empyre standing tall. But 2:20 to go here, and Parabellum trading blows with Empyre right now and not giving them a lot of second chances that we saw last time these two teams met up. And that has to be a huge benefit for Parabellum, as we know they are kings of getting quick extensions and quick goals.
Yeah, and we talked about this, last time we were casting Parabellum on Sunday. It is very difficult to beat the same team twice. It is true in traditional sports. It is true in esports. It is true when it's just your siblings. It doesn't matter if you've been beaten once. Typically, you have the advantage because you're the one making the adjustments, whereas the other side can try to feel like, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And if they're not willing to make those adjustments, then you can just take advantage of everything you've looked upon, you've practiced upon, and execute out on game day.
Yeah, as Trey gets a good deep pass too, trying to get it past the third, not going to be able to. Reppy can't clear this one out. Davin's up for this, looking to play the 50, gets it, but PJ, nice job sticking with that one. He's going to stall it out near mid. Reppy trying to get some type of pressure going. Trey, good stop. Twist picks this one up. Nice high flick. Leo's going to be there, just misses that one. PJ trying to get it out front, and Trey, the quick rotate, able to get back and send this one back downfield after the huge 50 at mid. Leo just missing that shot, going a little bit wide there. Davin picks this one up. It's a good 50 on PJ, but no one from Parabellum there to follow it up. But no one from Empyre there to follow it up, and Leo caught a little off guard as no one was challenging that.
After he hit the ball, there's just three people sitting there. He's like, wait, what? No, like, it just confused him and broke his brain for a second, but it didn't matter in the long run. Parabellum still able to get back on defense, and even though the ball was quote-unquote technically just handed over on possession, right back into it all as well. Final 30 seconds, still just a one-goal game, which is scary for anybody out on the pitch, but you never know what can happen.
Yeah, as Leo picks this one up, just trying to get it away from the defenders. Gets it over to Davin. Davin wants the center, not going to have it. Twist up to PJ. Final 10 seconds. Trey looking for the dunk. Not going to get a solid one, but Leo's there to bail him out. Gets it to Trey. Trey clears this all the way down. Ball still up. Reppy's going to get bounced off. Davin's up quick for this one, just trying to kill it. Takes the shot. PJ, huge save. Leo into the corner, gets another dunk. This one's going to be across the box. Trey trying to kill it. Lets it drop, and Parabellum now on a 10-game win streak here, Seeger, and take that very pivotal game 1 against Empyre here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was always been the key for them, is how are they able to start off? How are they able to get themselves set up ready to go? And today, not only did they get that one goal, but let's look at the stats on the opposite side as well. There are only one shot. There's only one shot on the side for Empyre. Like, it's not that, hey, this one shot and it was saved, but there wasn't anything like, oh, that should have been a shot and, they just missed it, or, kicking it to the side. Parabellum was in their faces the entire time and did not allow them to get anything centered, to get anything dangerous or really worth noting on the offensive side for Empyre. And as much as we talk about how quickly Parabellum can score, their midfield defense and pressure was impeccable.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a huge shift from what we saw last week, right? When Parabellum played Empyre, Empyre was averaging 8 shots a game, it felt like.
Yeah.
And so Parabellum could just not break out of their own half, and that's what we were saying. Their difference from Saturday to Sunday is now carrying over here to Friday, where they're keeping that aggression. They're keeping the ball in the corner. They're getting good 50s and maintaining their own offense, which allows their defense to thrive, because even when they need to rotate back, it's because Empyre is just clearing it out of their half to try and get something out of their own net. And it gives Parabellum a great chance to just pick up, boost, and counterattack.
Yeah, but now, as we talk about what is going to be the adaptation. Oh my goodness, the net is open for Parabellum. PJ is going to get back in time, but what is the adaptation going to be now for Empyre? And it looks like a little bit more aggressiveness, at least early off the kickoff. And that's something we haven't touched on, Tank. They seem to have fixed it on Sunday, but Saturday, even this Empyre squad was able to take advantage of the kickoffs every single match. And I gotta wonder if they're not like, oh yeah, no, we can do this again here today.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the first place they try and get some changes in this series, right? Attacking that kickoff, forcing Parabellum into those awkward corner touches that they weren't able to quite get the read on last week. But, when you only score 1 goal in the game, it's hard to try and beat someone who doesn't have the best kickoffs from last time you saw him, because there's only 2 in the entire game. So Davin trying to get a shot there, and so far, I mean, a minute 6 into this one, both teams just a little bit of back and forth, nothing really threatening yet. And I think that's both teams just settling down, realizing how big of a moment this is right now, as Reppy takes the shot. That one's just high. Trey, good clear away, and Brokefang a minute and a half into this one, and I mean, that was the first good shot coming out.
Yeah, but this is what we saw in game number 1 as well, and it's just that one good pass off the back wall that allowed the space for Davin to be able to get the shot. And it just looks like Parabellum is biding their time. Like, they are confident in how they are playing, which is fantastic, and if what they were working on this week, obviously I was not privy to those conversations, to the meetings themselves, but if that's what they're working on, and that's how they feel confident to beat Empyre, they're executing it to a T. And just, that one shot, where's that one mistake going to come from Empyre? Where's that one play going to come from Parabellum? And just don't allow them to run the score up on you and have all of these kickoffs. And if that's what you feel was the biggest struggle against them, good on Parabellum.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it last week. Parabellum is a very sound team. They play very good mechanically. They're very disciplined. And I mean, they're doing that again here. They're just playing good rotations, not double committing too much, maintaining boost, and waiting for Empyre to make a mistake, because they feel like they can play a more perfect game than Empyre can. They feel like they can play more mistake-free and then capitalize on that one mistouch, that one double commit, one miscommunication, as Davin almost finds it there. Trey can't get the touch. PJ's going to throw this on net, but Leo Gets a free clear there, coming high off back wall. Davin trying to race to it, not gonna have it. Reppy's up for this one, trying to dunk Trey. But Trey, good touch over the top, trying to get another one into the corner here. Davin's up for it, gets a 50, trying to pick this up as Leo. Leo has it, going high off ceiling, trying to find Trey far side. Not gonna be there as he was retreating. Davin chasing down Twist. It's a 2-on-2 for a second as they're both in Parabellum's corner. At minute 40 to go here, still scoreless. And I mean, Parabellum's had some good opportunities, but the defense of Empyre stepping up huge right now.
Yeah, and we see one there. We've seen a couple of attempts, at least on the air dribble. But all in all, we haven't seen a whole lot of demos. There hasn't been a ton of physicality in this series quite yet. Again, we're in Sam. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to explode, literally. But I'm kind of surprised that both teams are just like, nope, we're just going to do what we do.
Oh, Davin, I thought he was going to get that last one through there. Leo couldn't quite finish it off. And I mean, so far, that's been kind of the tale of this game. Parabellum getting there, but not able to get that final touch around the defender. And, I mean, we got a minute to go, and both these teams playing pretty mistake-free so far. Davin's up for that, not going to be able to get the touch. PJ into the corner, looking to get a center out. Good 50 on Trey. Looking for this high pop past Leo. Not going to be there. Good 50, and Brokefang again. We are seeing 50s just go Parabellum's way as they weren't the week before.
Yeah, and they're not rushing it, and I think that's the key. Oh, the bump! Oh, and Twist still gets the save, but I think that's the key is we're seeing Parabellum playing much more controlled. They're not just blitzing at the ball and trying to get there as fast as they possibly can. Oh my goodness, PJ, whatever you're at.
Yeah, that feels very reminiscent of the goal that Empyre beat Parabellum on last week. It was just a awkward pinch back into their own net. PJ giving a little extra help there, but I mean, 23 seconds to go. Empyre up 1, but I don't even feel like that was a mistake on Parabellum's end. That was just a good touch off of a good clear.
Right, and someone was there when it happened, but tank those kickoffs.
Yep, kickoff goals.
Ugh!
I mean, that was a tight angle. Good on PJ to hit that, but I mean, at that point, there's 23 seconds left. Parabellum has to push up.
Right.
They have to send everybody up on that one because they need to get that equalizer quick. And yeah, it bites them, but I mean, at that point, you're down anyway. Might as well try as that one just skirts wide. Twist gonna be pushing this downfield. Goes for the musty. Doesn't get enough on that one as Davin picks this up. And Parabellum trying to find one for the road here and get some momentum as Trey keeps this up, trying to get it back to Davin. Not going to be there. Trey just kills that. And Empyre bounces back to take this one 2-0. I mean, it feels like it was a 1-0 game. But, I mean, that one little play from Empyre where they got the favorable pinch and someone cherry picking downfield, really the difference in that one. Otherwise, Parabellum felt in full control of that game.
Yeah, and it looks like this is going to be the style of game that we have here today, is this low-scoring possession style. What is going to break? Because they are bending the entire time. You're seeing them being able to get those 50s or rushing back, but neither team is breaking. They're playing very, very controlled. And, yes, the PJ getting that redirect off the pinch from Twist, good on them, and then the kickoff goal. But we saw a couple of glimpses where just the fantastic defense from Empyre was able to step up, but the bump on the back wall, and then the shot just went right into the guy's face, and then the shot there late after the second goal was scored off the kickoff, just shooting it a little wide, but spotting that the goalie was too far forward pushed, was kind of creeping near post, just shot a little wide. If someone's there to follow that up, if someone's there for the pass, definitely something that they can very easily talk about and take into game number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, that's the big thing. Parabellum had those opportunities, even a couple of chances of knocking players out of the way in front of the net. They just couldn't slot it where they needed to. That first goal in game 1 was perfectly placed, and they kept that pressure going. It's the same thing that we've seen time and time again from them over the last 3 play days now for Parabellum. They score first, and they can kind of set the tone. It feels like the game's almost all but over as the ground pitch comes out from Trey. A little bit of a change-up on it. Empyre can't get the read, and Parabellum answers strong in game 3 here, just 55 seconds in.
Davin taking my words, saying, hey, we've been demos. I'm going to demo one. I'm going to chase the second. And the kickoff goal from Parabellum. Able to just find that one in 5 seconds. Game number 3. And how important is goal number 1? Well, they believe it is true. They need to do it, and doing so here early.
Yeah, really good play there as Twist takes this out of the corner, tries to flick it downfield. Leo, good stop. Goes right to Reppy, though. Reppy almost getting dunked. Shot coming out. Trey. Huge save as that one had eyes to that upper corner. Leo and Davin going to double commit just a little bit there, but heads up play from Davin to turn off. Leo tries to drop it down to Trey, but Reppy with the good read. Trey heads up play to rotate back and not go for that ego challenge. As this goes far side, PJ is going to be low on boost. And Twist, the only one with anything in the tank for Empyre right now, as they are all just trying to pick up pennies, but Parabellum doing a great job in the boost starving game right now and taking it to Empyre. As Twist can't clear this one out. Goes right to Davin. Davin with plenty of boost and space. PJ early challenge, ball coming out near mid. Leo gets that one high off ceiling. Twist trying to get the read. Awkward touch from him as Trey picks it up, keeping the pressure going for Parabellum here. Gets the dunk underneath. Oh, that's a high. Reppy gets there just in time, but the huge 50 out to Leo and Parabellum up 2.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I just heard somebody not too terribly long ago talk about how the 50s are going Parabellum's way, and doing so right there back to back, knowing that he didn't have the boost, didn't have the space to get the flip reset, just staying on top of the ball for the 50, and then another challenge just squirts it out towards mid to allow that open net goal, and Parabellum up 2.
Yeah, huge play there. I mean, you can tell they're feeling confident in their 50s, just going for that one. Even knowing that he doesn't really need the 50, he just needs a touch there. As this one's coming high out mid. Leo's there, a little shot, almost gets the dunk through. Trey's gonna pick this one up now, trying to get it past Twist, not gonna be there. Leo with control again, trying to get the shot, didn't have the boost to follow it. PJ pushes this all the way down into Parabellum's corner. It's gonna be coming out front, trying to get there, and Leo with the backside challenge, just getting there in time, gets it over to Davin. Davin into the corner, wanted to find Leo, just let him a little too much. And Parabellum on the retreat here with PJ on the dribble, trying to beat everybody. And good job from Parabellum, forcing them into the awkward touches and giving themselves a chance to get back and clear it back downfield.
Yeah, it's looking like that's what Empyre's trying to do, to just disrupt this defense's rotation from Parabellum. But again, right on cue, the backboard defense, this is just a difficult one to read. Is it going to waterfall down? Is it going to pop out? It just bought enough space for Reppy to get it by both Davin and Leo, but the hard boom into that back wall, nobody there to be able to pick it up, to be able to challenge it early, allows Empyre to get one back.
Yeah, and I mean, you have 2 players essentially up for that one. You got to try and figure out who's going to get the touch, where it's going to drop, and it's a really hard spot to be in, even with 2 defenders, one trying to cover high and low. But I mean, outside of that, Parabellum has locked down Empyre so far here in game number 3. As Leo tries to force this one through, gets it off back wall. It's going to go right to Trey. Trey wants to get it out to Davin, can't quite find the space. As Twist trying to clear this one out, he's going to get bumped. Triple commit coming out from Empyre. Leo just needs to get a bump as Davin pops this one up high. Great pass coming from Trey. Going for the reset, and Reppy just getting enough of that one. But PJ touch this one awkward, just coming high towards ceiling. It's going to be coming offside while Reppy misses that one. Davin's up quick. Good clean beat. Going far side, Trey can't get there. And Leo, nice soft touch. And the other difference we're seeing here tonight compared to the last 2 play days, Seeger, is Parabellum is just touching the ball to sidewalls. They aren't trying to do anything too fancy with it. They're just playing for those touches to get it out of shooting lanes.
Well, I think a lot of that stems from the fact of, again, we're not seeing a whole lot of physicality. We're not seeing a whole lot of bumps and demos. And we said last time, but these Parabellum players know where each other are, and we're seeing that even more so here. They're having great spacing, great timing with one another, even when they're not getting the bump. It's at the correct time if it were a shot coming out and just not quite able to connect. So we're seeing that they're going to the sidewalls because they have a teammate there. It's not just banging it down unless of, you know, like your Trey, first man, just trying to clear it out, buy some space, buy some time. They're up 1. So I think that's a big part of why they are doing that. They're able to find one another.
Yeah, as this one's going to get cleared down. PJ, good first touch, trying to get this in front of the net. Huge clear coming out from Parabellum from Leo as Trey tries to get to that one. Davin's going to pick this up along sidewall, gets it past Reppy, trying to get it past Twist, not going to be able to. Leo in a little bit of an awkward spot, trying to rotate back post. Trey, huge touch, clears this all the way down, can't get the dunk. Outlet the Twist trying to drop it right back down. Reppy's going to be there. But Leo, good challenge into the corner. Demo coming out in front of their own net as Trey sends this off ceiling, trying to get another touch. Kills a ton of time. Final 5 seconds. Leo is going to stall this one in the corner, and Empyre has to go coast to coast. And Davin says, no, this game is ours. And Parabellum up 2-1 in the series.
Parabellum coming back and being able to get that second goal there. Really, and again, the early goal matters. They got that first goal right off the kickoff, 5 seconds in, and then got the second goal a little bit later. I think it was at 3:30, so 90 seconds in, and then they're just able to play their game. They continue to apply the pressure, 9 shots to 4 in this game, doubling up. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Able to double up the shots and goals with that. And that's a lot of that pressure. They're not necessarily having to play that goal line defense. We saw really the one realistic chance that Empyre had on that goal line to make the shot. They did. That was like the one that came down off the wall. So I think that's the big key, is to make sure that the challenges continue to happen in the corner, in the midfield, and don't allow that ball as much as possible. If you have possession of it, great, but as much as possible to cross that net.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing they need to continue is just they look calm. This has been the calmest we've seen them play. They're keeping rotations up. Communication looks impeccably amazing as they're just rotating back post. They aren't rushing anything. The one time they did, Empyre was able to take advantage of it, but that rush came off of, hey, is it going to waterfall? Is it going to kick slightly out? Which of these two are going to take the shot? Which anyone's going to slightly panic in that position, right? Like, that's kind of inevitable. But overall, Parabellum has just been playing really good mistake-free Rocket League so far. And if they continue this, they are going to be a very, very tough team to beat as the little changeup goes towards net. PJ able to get to that one as Leo throws this high off back, while Davin's going to be playing this one slowly out of the corner. Good 50 coming out from him, trying to get it back to Trey, but doesn't get the bounce he wanted. Leo cuts that one off. Plenty of boost, trying to follow it, gets the huge bump. And rumor has it Twist is still floating to the moon after that bump there.
Oh my goodness. It looked like he had enough boost to get to the ball and just decided, like, even if I get this touch, it's not like a lot's going to happen. I'm going to see if a teammate can get here. Unfortunately, nobody else from Parabellum was able to follow it up. But again, you're putting that in the back of the mind of Empyre. Like, these guys aren't even going for the ball in the air. Like, they're going to go and try and bump me. Like, what path do I have to take to make sure that I get a touch and I don't leave my teammate on an island because I'm getting bumped out of the way of taking a quote-unquote normal path?
Yeah, it's Davin forced to make a quick save there. Good touch. Twist is going to pick this one up, trying to get it out front. PJ going to run a little interference. Not going to be able to as Trey gets this back downfield. Reppy shuts that one down. Davin's going to be a little bit awkward. This is coming high out mid. PJ's there. PJ misses the touch. All he needed to do is just put that on target, and it was in. Parabellum escapes a little bit there, approaching the 3:30 mark. Leo has this, still a 0-0 ball game, trying to force the 50 through. Gets it high off back while Davin's there. Floater across the box. Trey can't quite find it. With almost 2 minutes gone here, still scoreless. Both teams giving everything they have right now, and no one able to just finish it off yet.
Uh-oh. Bump happened. That's open. Twist just needs to finish it off, but he doesn't have any. Oh my!
Oh, holy PJ. What?
How does that happen? How is yes. Whoa.
Angle. My God.
Hey, now here's one thing that we have to note there. PJ was able to get both goals in the game. Oh, Leo! Leo says, you know what? You want a crazy goal? How about you just go right on by the ball?
Yep, that counts. Hey, man, it doesn't matter how it goes in sometimes, just that it does. Ties it back up with a good kick, a good question mark kickoff goal. You know, Parabellum just want to give him a little confidence before they destroy it, as Leo punting a bump there, twist, doing everything he can to avoid it. Davin trying to read this off the corner. Great touch, high out towards mid. Trey's gonna be there, drops back down. Leo rotate, goal, Parabellum.
Yeah, the double commit is punished here by Trey as two players go up. Oh, somehow was able to avoid the ball coming right back into his booty and gets the pass out. Again, back wall passing for Parabellum, coming in clutch.
Yeah, and that is the combination we saw all last week that we said everyone needs to worry about. Trey and Leo just hooking up time and time again, as Leo's gonna be there. Huge challenge, twist, awkward touch, but no one able to follow it. Trey just doing a little dancing at midfield, trying to recover. Davin and Leo gonna bump into one another. Reppy clears this one down. Leo trying to retreat. Trey's gonna be there in the corner, trying to force it around Reppy. Can't get it out mid. PJ's gonna get dunked. Twist takes control of this one. Should be a good shot opportunity, and Twist finds another tight angle, and Empyre getting on the board twice here with really tough shots.
Yeah, and you see Davin, it's just like, that's gonna be a pass off the back wall. That's not gonna be a shot in Empyre. Somehow finding those angles, and listen, you got to give credit where credit's due. Empyre's goals have been phenomenal in this series. It's just a matter of, can they get enough of them? And we're all hoping the answer is no. But I think Parabellum, and that's where the key is, making those challenges in the corner and at midfield, so they don't have the space to find said angles. Just play some good, clean Rocket League, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, but if you're Parabellum, oh, Reppy, what a shot. Getting the read off back wall here. Twist, good touch. And Reppy with the flip reset, just able to hold up long enough to read that one. And Empyre now up 1 with 1:46 to go. And this one feels far from over, even though it's 3-2 and the first couple games were so close. This feels like it's going to be a shootout as Empyre off of kickoff gets another one.
Yeah, and again, the kickoff's just punishing, and Leo trying to get the early challenge, expecting PJ to play a little bit of a ground game and just blast it off the back wall to himself, changing it up. But again, in kickoffs, they're hurting Parabellum more often than not. But they are looking cleaner. It's just looking like Empyre is making the play off of them.
Yeah, PJ, huge pinch. Dangerous pinch for Parabellum as that came right out front. Double commit coming out from them. Leo's going to pick this one up, throws it all the way downfield. Wanted something off back wall. Trey needs to get a quick cut on this one. He's going to have Davin out mid as Leo gets bumps on everybody. This is high towards ceiling. Davin still first one up for it. Takes the tight angle shot, comes off back wall. PJ trying to clear that away. Leo's going to be first one there. Good 50 from him. Trey has to retreat as no one was back just yet, and Empyre is threatening yet again. PJ trying to find the angle. That one just wide, and Leo almost ended up with the own goal best goal.
Yeah, it was very close, but again, good to be able to challenge that Reppy with a shot here as a nice pass comes out. And Empyre, this is what we didn't want to see. They're starting to feel it now on the offense. They're able to break down that midfield defense, and again, they're just able to fire the ball from nearly anywhere on the court and find that net when they're given that space and time. Parabellum, I think at this point it's just a matter of chalking, like, what changed in this game, especially in the second half, that Empyre has been able to take advantage of Parabellum and be able to correct that going into game number 5.
I mean, I thought a lot of us at kickoff, we know how much of a momentum swing that can have, and then when you go down 2 with roughly a minute left in this high of lobbies at the pro level, you just start pushing for offense. You know, you need to find something to start coming back here, so you're pushing, and Empyre is just able to take advantage of Parabellum's over-aggression as an awkward touch comes out. This one's floating in front of the net, tight angle, almost gets the own goal. No one can finish that off for Parabellum as Davin looks to throw that on net. It's going to be cleared back downfield. Trey just going to kill it. Twist takes the shot. Leo, good stop there. Gets cleared into the corner, should drop, and Seeger, we are on to game number 5 in the first series of the day.
We are indeed, and you know, I don't know if you're able to watch any of RLCS earlier today, but when game number 4 was a huge lopsided win, and yeah, I'm going to call 5-2 a huge lopsided win based on the other 3 games. The last one that I saw that had happened earlier today was BDS and Carmine Corp. And Carmine came out, and I think it was 7-0 in game 4 when they were on the cusp of being eliminated. And BDS came back in game 5 and beat them. Just saying, it's already happened once, it's going to happen again. Parabellum got beaten a lopsided victory, so let's just move on. Parabellum 1-0.
Chat, you heard it. Brokefang thinks Parabellum is the BDS of Sam. I will not disagree with that. We'll be champions one day. No, I agree. I think we've seen it time and time again, right? A team comes out, ties up the series. They have to have a phenomenal game 4 performance on the offensive side. They get it, and then they come out flat in game 5, which is obviously what Empyre is trying to avoid. But we know how well Parabellum can make adjustments after losses. We've seen it we've seen it all last weekend. They had to fight through these game 5s. They had to get a reverse sweep a couple times, and so they have it in them. These boys are cold as ice, and I think they're going to come out. They're going to get a quick goal within the first minute, and then they're going to start playing that lockdown defense that we've seen them play time and time again, where Empyre's not going to get a ton of opportunities, but do need that first goal as it's so pivotal for them.
Right, and you look at the games, the 2 games that Empyre scored first, it was an Empyre win. The 2 games that Parabellum scored first were Parabellum victories. And right here, 9 seconds in, the back wall pass, and Trey finds the angle to drop that one down, and he was on high, got the airstrike goal. It all works.
And that's exactly what they were looking for. I mean, we saw the confidence boost last time as nets open off a kickoff. This is going to be killed right in the front. Through, going to be there. What a save from Empyre. 3 in a row as this one's going to be banged downfield. Trying to get the touch in the corner. It's going to be there. Sending it around. PJ looking for the pass out mid. Not going to be able to get it there. Good stop as the counterattack starts. Looks for the high flick. Gets it over the top. Trying to follow this one up. It's going to be floating up for the shot. Gets the 50 and just a little wide. 40 seconds in here, and Parabellum has had 4 or 5 solid opportunities.
Yeah, and it's putting on a lot of pressure from Empyre, but you see them going back the other way and going for the bump. The physicality, and we've seen a couple of them. This one, they're able to take advantage of. PJ throws Leo into the net, and neither he nor Trey could get back out for that save as the shot is placed perfectly to get it around both defenders. Empyre tie it up, and this is 100% what we're expecting of these 2 teams. Game 5, incredibly close.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we saw in the qualifiers. This is what we thought was going to happen here in Parabellum and Empyre going the distance. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw overtime. I don't know if my heart can handle overtime, but it's definitely a possibility. It's Davin and Leo going to double commit there. Leo looks for another pass out mid. Awkward touch from Twist. No one's going to be on it. Trey takes control, but PJ able to clear this one all the way down. Davin into the corner, can't get the follow-up. Quick shot coming out here from Empyre, and Twist just punishing back post to make it 2-1 Empyre.
Yeah, Davin couldn't follow that one up. It was an unfortunate touch, trying to get it up the wall, and it just bounces out on him, but with somebody chasing the bump, and we're starting to see the physicality really swing into Empyre's favor here, as that's the second time that just running somebody off. They're not even necessarily getting the demo. Just running them off the spot has bought them enough time to be able to get the goal.
Yeah, as PJ is going to clear this one down, Trey into the corner. It's going to be a little bit of a tough read, able to find it. Gets over the top of Reppy. Twist is going to be there. Twist gets dunked, ball far side. Someone needs to follow it from Parabellum, but PJ going to be first one there, as no one from Parabellum was up for that just yet. Reppy, high off ceiling. Leo takes control of this one, sends it towards sidewall. Good controlling touch, tries to get it to Trey, went for the 50. PJ able to stand tall, but ball still in the corner here as Twist finally gets it out of Empyre's half. Leo gets it around the corner, wants to get a big clear downfield, not gonna have it. And Secret, the one thing we haven't seen in this series are the yep, thanks Trey.
are the fakes? Is that what you're saying? Are the fakes?
That's 100% where I was going.
Twist, and it's like we got the Doppler effect out of here.
But I mean, a lot of that stemmed from that bump in net. Like, so much space and time was created by that. As Leo's hunting for another one, Trey can't get that on target. Good 50 coming out. Reppy trying to clear this one down. Leo's just going to leave it in the corner for Davin here. Davin's going to fake out Twist. PJ playing close. Can't get to that one. Twist, awkward 50, falling in front of their own net. Trey, huge challenge. Shot coming out. Parabellum up 1, 2:19 to go.
Again, punishing the double and calling it out. You have to believe that Leo knew that that was going to be his time to shine. The double coming through. One person in net. Just don't fire it at his face. 32 Parabellum.
Which is sometimes the hardest thing to not do. Sometimes, especially when you're playing at this tier, you just want to get a shot on target. And Trey, oh my God, I don't think I could have handled that goal. As Davin trying to push this around, but when you're in this position and you're down or you're tied late, sometimes it's really hard to think about placing your shot when you're just trying to get something on net when you have the numbers like that. And so great job from Leo. They're able to finish that one off as Davin gets this to Leo. Leo tried to get it to Trey. Just a little too quick on that one as Davin picks this up, gets it past 2. PJ's going to be there, throws it into the corner to Reppy. Reppy wants to get it back to PJ, not going to be there. Leo clears this one out. Forward touch coming out from Twist. Trey's up quick for this one. Good 50, ball sitting mid. Reppy's going to pick it up. Davin on an island trying to get through the bump. And a huge demo. Leo up for this one, trying to find the angle, and PJ just gets enough. Minute 15 to go here. 3-2. Trey gonna have to rotate back, gets a good bang downfield. Twist. Awkward touch. Reppy gets bumped. Net's open for a second, but PJ just gets back in time, and he has been a menace on the defensive side.
Yeah, he's been a menace on the offensive side as well. It seems to be the player that is really stepping up here for Empyre throughout this series. Nice boost steal comes through, and this is where Parabellum has loved to live, is the pressure, and it breaks through. Leo gonna double up Empyre with this goal. No boost in the tank, no one able to get back. The pressure finally comes through for the goal.
What an ego challenge from Leo. Third man needs to beat everybody there. If he doesn't, Trey's coming back with low boost. Don't know if he's going to be able to get back for a hard shot or not. And Leo said, it's all right, brother. I got your back. I'm going to bury this one. Put us up 2 with just over 30 seconds to go. As Leo tries to clear this one down, coming off sidewall. Davin's up for this. Nice touch. Nice. Gets into the corner. Tons of time. Has Trey out mid. Nice little fake. Just a little high, but Leo there to follow again and can't finish Davin. He's up looking for the double. PJ, huge stop. Ball into the corner. Trey trying to kill the final 10 seconds here. High towards the ceiling. Leo's up for that one. Gets it into the corner. Trying to play for another dunk. Finds it. 5 seconds. 4, 3.
Smart.
Gonna take series 1, 2 series away from making the playoffs.
Ooh, Parabellum coming through. And, you know, I don't want to say that I'm that guy that I called it, but like I said, you know, listen, hey, Parabellum's going to take game 5, 1-0, move on, go next. What a game from Parabellum. They were down 1, and I know I felt it. I know you felt it. I know everybody out there, beautiful, beautiful chat land, felt it as well. We're sitting there with bated breath like, the next goal is going to be the difference. If Parabellum is able to tie it up, feeling good. But if they go down to, danger, 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 Will Robinson, and that one goal and the physicality coming out from Parabellum to be able to pull them back into it and then just keep that momentum going, clutch coming from this team.
Yeah, and that is a huge, huge confidence boost going into the next series here. Like, you're playing Empyre, who a lot of people have them favored in making it to tomorrow, and to come out and take that 1 in 5 after you were giving up a lot of space in a couple of those games has to remind them that they are a phenomenal team and they're in this position for a reason. And I mean, having that team with that much confidence is really scary for whoever they can match up against next, where, I mean, so far, Atypical, Secret, Crew, and Endgame have all made it through, and they only had to play 3 or 4 game series. And so Parabellum's going to be warm. They're going to be ready, and they're going to be full of confidence right now.
Yep, absolutely. But we are going to head to a quick intermission while we get the final games here reported, and we have our next matchup. But when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. It is more Parabellum Rocket League action here in the Fall Regional 1 Open. That first series, anything to talk about. It's going to be fun. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. And as is customary here with Sam, they are getting right into this match. It does look like we lost a couple of people, but while we are getting things set up and ready to go for round number 2, oh, my apologies, they are just doing the test lobby. So the test lobby is going on in the background. But speaking of in the background, glad we are here to be in the background or the forefront of Llama's class. What is going on, everybody? Glad to have you here joining us on this fine Friday afternoon with some fantastic Rocket League action. And Tank, round number 2, we're going to go up against Crew, which, again, it's a rematch.
Yeah, and that Crew series, if I remember correctly, it was 3 really close games. I think the first 2 were 1-goal games, and then there was one that was like a 3-goal game. But again, it was one of those where Parabellum played them really close. They just weren't able to finish off games. I mean, and that's been the big difference between the two here so far, right? They have been able to finish off games since Sunday. And I mean, game 5s, as we just saw, has been their bread and butter as they were able to take down 2 of those last time. And now bouncing back, trying to get another one here against Crew, where it's going to be a really close match. It was 3-1. Oh, yeah, it was 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, and then 4-0 for Crew. So Parabellum in all of those games on that first qualifier and just needed to be able to finish those off, as I believe a lot of those second goals came late in the game within the final 45 seconds. And so I still think if this Parabellum team that we've seen over the last 2 days shows up again here, they can take this one against Crew.
Right. And I think the big thing with Crew, the last time that these two teams played together, is Crew went 3-0, 3-0, and then they lost to the club. And that was who is going to be moving on to this event. And I think they wanted to come out with a little bit of revenge against Parabellum. They had 3 chances to automatically qualify for today, for this weekend, and they lost the first one to the club, which anyone will tell you here in Sam is a very tough matchup. They lost 1-3, but I don't think the biggest thing is they did not want to have to go to that third and final attempt, and they were going to come out and do everything that they could against Parabellum to make sure that they didn't have a round 5 where they're on back-to-back losses. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they match up here, where this is going to be a second win for either team rather than the third win for either team that we had last time. Who's going to come out and how is Crew going to start? Especially, we saw the adaptation against Empyre. I'm interested to see how they're going to adapt now against Crew.
Yeah, and I think going off of having that game footage from the other week is going to be huge for them, right? Like, to be able to go back, watch that, see what Crew like to do and where they were kind of, best way to put it was slipping last time, and to bounce back here against them again and have another chance against them, where we just saw with Empyre. They did that. They came out 1-3-2, where they got 3-1 last time. So, hey, I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious,
You're a little
but
stitious.
Crew was 3-1 as well in a very similar fashion to what the Empyre one was. So, I mean, like you said, they sent a PDF document that was too big for Discord, which is mind-blowing to think about, but it just shows the amount of work and effort that they're putting into this because they want to be the best in this region.
Right.
And they get another chance here to show it against a very good Crew team.
Yeah, and again, if you're looking at the teams that from the top 16 that auto-qualified, Team Secret, they won their first matchup. Endgame, they won their first matchup. Crew won their first. Exceed won. Club, so the top 8 from that all won, except for Backroom Enjoyers. I'm on the wrong one. Except for Backroom Enjoyers and Empyre. So Parabellum taking down one of those that were in the top 8. And again, this is to make it into the playoffs. So it is Swiss style to make it into playoffs and already putting themselves above that top 8 threshold here after the first round. So setting themselves up for success. And we talk all the time about how game 1, goal 1, although you don't believe it, are very, very important. match one is just as important when you're effectively having micro best of fives and the macro best of fives in this Swiss style.
Yeah, and yes, I always make the joke game one doesn't count, but I mean that's just a mental thing for myself where it's like, oh, even if I drop game one, it's fine. Like it'll be fine. You can bounce back, you can make those adjustments. But I mean for Parabellum, like, yes, game ones are very important for them, but we saw last Saturday, even if they drop game one, they are so good at making adjustments.
Yep.
And being able to adapt to what the other team is doing and shut them down in the following games that I feel like even if they drop game one, they're still ahead of the curve in a lot of these here. And so, yeah, we would still like to see them take game one against Crew just because it is such a huge series here. But I would, if I was them, I wouldn't be 100% stuck on, hey, we gave up game one. This is going to be a much tougher series. I just think it'll be better for their mental if they know that, hey, they can win 5-game series. They can win dogfights in 1-goal games and just continue doing that.
Yeah, and again, we are just waiting in the background for the next series to officially start. I know that all of the matches have been set up, and it says that they're all live, but we do not have everybody in this lobby quite yet, and players are going in and out. So I'm not quite sure what we're waiting on. If I hear anything, I will let you all know. But that is what is going on in the background as we're going through. And we questioned this when Parabellum had a real long break in between round 4 and round 5 on Saturday last weekend. They're having a little bit of a long break here, but this isn't after 4 best of 5s where every single game it felt like was incredibly intense, high emotion, high strung, and I think this is good for them to have that little bit of break, to have that mental, okay, here's what's going on, we just kind of screw around in free play, and it's no big deal, and just allow their blood pressure and their heart rate to come back down to normality before going into the next series.
Yeah, and I mean it's Sunday. They had a long break between games 1 and or series 1 and 2. No,
yeah.
Between 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Yeah.
2-3 because they had those back-to-back sweeps, and a lot of those second game series went 5, and so we saw that they're just as good coming off of a break as they are just having to play out and play back-to-back series. I almost think this is better if they get the long break now compared to say we're in series 4 or in between series 3 and 4 and they need that long break, because this gives them the time to kind of reset after that game 5, slow their heart rates down, work on a couple things, and then be able to come back here against, like we said, probably people are saying the second best team in SAM right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's up for debate between I think the top 4, you have in-game, Crew, Secret, and Club, and any given day, I think anybody would say, hey, those are the 4 best teams, depending on who's going to show up and who's going to play who, right? And no, right. I don't think anybody is saying that none of those are not beatable, and I think they're all very beatable, but they've just shown that consistency, and Crew's loss on Saturday last weekend was against the Club. You had Team Secret and the Club were the top 2 that went 3-0, and Secret swept the entire way through. So, I struggle to say who's first, who's second, and so on and so forth. But I do think we have those upper 4. And if Parabellum can take down Crew here, I think that is going to not only bump themselves up, but also just so much confidence moving forward.
Yeah, Upton saying Parabellum's first, easy peasy. Fair enough. I mean, and they're making a good case to say, hey, we are one of those top 4 teams, and with how well they've been playing, it's hard to argue against that, seeing how some of the other ones outside of Club have kind of struggled. And so this could be the biggest statement game in the early life here of Parabellum Sam, but Trey trying to get a quick start, coming off the ceiling, gets a good first touch, can't follow it up, coming high off back wall, tries for the little redirect, not going to be there. That shot's going to be high and wide. Oh, that one looked like it was hunting for that corner. as Leo clears it down. And I mean, starting out hot here are both teams with good midfield defense. Cruz had a couple more opportunities, but Parabellum has been able to answer the defensive call so far.
Yeah, and my bet on the game side, again, I'm not used to having these teams in the lobby getting their ping correct and fixing all that. So rather than having it all in the background the entire time, it's always coming through my ears. So my fault on that, but sound has been fixed. And yeah, Parabellum, again, coming in, I'm interested to see what their adaptation is, what their game plan is against Crew, because they did play him so incredibly close the first time around, even able to pick up the game. And so is it take that game and replicate it, or is it, did they see something else that they feel they take advantage of, as that one nearly going in, but Parabellum hanging tough on the defensive side.
Yeah, it was a nice little save coming out there. Drops, trying to get that one on target. Gets a good touch, but not able to finish it off as Trey now starts to counter, gets it past 2. Trying to get it past this third. Great center, floating across the box just a little high. No one could push in for it yet. Davin can't quite get there. Leo off sidewall. He's going to be able to follow his own shot. Nice little flip reset. Gets it high towards back wall. Forces Drew into an awkward touch. Trey with the angle. And just misses that one. But this is coming high off back wall. Up for it is Drew as they clear it back down. Drew drops it into the corner. This is going to be pinched far side. Trey trying to get the follow. Not going to be there. Leo high towards ceiling. Davin's up for this one. Is going to have a solid first touch. Good carry over the top. Drops it down to Trey. Trey with the shot. Good save from Drew. And that feels like the name we were calling out last time these two met up, as Drew was an absolute menace on both sides of the field. Yeah, well, one thing that I cannot go on without talking about is how good the communication has to be from Parabellum. The fact that that ball was just floating mid and took his time. The communication had to be that no one else was going up to contest, rather than trying to go up back wall, trying to get a double tap or anything, knowing where his teammate was, spotting him, and getting the pass down away from the defensive Crew, and just giving themselves that one extra opportunity. Yeah, nice job from Trey there, stopping that air dribble drag over the top. Was a beautiful play. Was able to just get enough of it. Davin can't follow that one up. Shad trying to take control, not gonna have it. Trey gets it past 1. Nice high flick, pass a second, up for it. Shot! Good save, Shad, as that was a tough angle and a tough save for him to make. Able to come through huge for it as Drew's looking for the pass out mid. Leo's gonna pick this one up. Gets to 50, high off ceiling. Trey, nice little carry again, going for the pop underneath Shad. Not gonna be there. Davin, quick shot on target. Drew, good save. Trey's up for this one. Nice little back pass. Gets it out near mid. Davin has to play the 50. Drew hunting a demo and net. That shot's coming out and it's just wide. Trey picks this back up. Nice little dribble. Has a little boost in the tank. Faked out the defenders, making them think he had nothing, as Davin deletes one from the map. Leo up for this one, looking for the double. And Drew again off back wall, just being an absolute pest of the Parabellum offense. Yeah, Parabellum, they have to take advantage of the break they were gifted. Crew is not going to give over too terribly many of those. Shot going wide after the bump was successful in net. Oh, Shad almost finding the angle there, but it feels like the Crew is starting to get some momentum back their way. Parabellum needs a huge clear here, and right on cue, Leo does have it. It feels very eerily similar to what we saw in the last series. It's just a matter of, can Parabellum find that one goal? Yeah, as Drew trying to clear this one out, has an outlet. The drops with the shot. That one's just a little wide. Leo off sidewall, trying for the dunk, not gonna find it. Drew looking for the center, goes all the way across, but no one's there to follow it up. His Crew respecting the abilities of Parabellum. Fell all the way back. Good 50 coming out from Trey. Davin's gonna leave this for Leo. Leo to sidewall, picks it up. Nice little carry from him, looking for the pass across. Trey's there, shot coming out. Good save. Davin's up for this one, drops it in the corner. 10 seconds left. Shad trying to clear it out. Trey's up for it. Good 50. Leo trying to get the cut. Not going to be able to get there as Drew was up for it. Good challenge. Shot coming out, trying to keep it alive. Couldn't get the flip reset to throw it high off back wall, and we are in game 1 overtime. Yeah, I'm bated breath with this kickoff. It does look like Parabellum is going to get the advantage and at least put a little bit of pressure on, but it's always scary with PB, and it was against Crew as well when they first met up on Saturday, so
Good on them doing that, but we are now over 5 minutes without a goal being scored. You want to talk about being tense here in the booth, out in chat, and I can only imagine what pressure these players, all 6 of them, are feeling out on the bench.
Yeah, as Davin tries to play the 50 behind, not going to be there. Leo over to Trey. Trey high off back while Shad just getting enough of that one. But Leo, another possession here, is going to throw it far side to Davin. Davin looking to control and get it back out mid. Shad picks that one up. Can't get it past one. Good 50 coming out. Shad takes the shot. Good touch from Davin into the corner. Trey up for this one. He's going to win the 50, but it goes right to Drops. Drops high towards ceiling, trying to get it over top. Davin just standing tall. Trey, good 50, just a little wide, and Drew yet again picks this one up with full boost. Ball going to be stalled out in the corner. This one coming high off ceiling. Nice bang downfield. Drew picks this one up, trying to get it over the top of Trey, and Trey, great adjustment as Davin clears this one back down. Shad, almost a dangerous touch as Leo was waiting for it. Nice beat towards net. Drew's going to kill this one into the corner. Davin picks it up, can't do anything with it as he's going to get bumped off. Leo trying to play it smart into the corner. Minute 33 gone here in overtime, and both teams getting good opportunities.
Yeah, the opportunities themselves, one thing that I gotta say is they're almost benefiting, and look more dangerous on the side of Crew. They're getting those extra touches and challenges happening after the flip reset or after that extra touch. They're able to get it around the defender with that. There's nobody back, but Parabellum is still able to read those every single time, which is absolutely insane. Just a testament to their ability. Now getting the bump, the net is open, but the challenge comes through, and that was the one that Parabellum was looking for. But again, Crew's defense still finding a way. Double commit.
Drops able to just get there. Trey gonna turn off of this one, leaves it for Davin. Davin into the corner. Drew's gonna bang it all the way down, but it's gonna go right back to Trey. Trey trying to clear it down, not gonna have it. Leo's up for this one, looking for the double off sidewall. Can't get the 50 past Drew, but Davin's gonna be there. Coming back towards mid. Trey into the corner, needs to follow this one well, steals the boost instead. Leo can't get there. Leo, good 50, coming back towards mid. Drops is gonna clear it out. Davin's up for this, kills it. Trey takes the quick shot. Good save going into the corner. Good rotation coming out from Parabellum as this is still along sidewall. Drew's going to get dunked. Trey trying to drop it down to Davin. Gets it there. Can't finish it. Leo high off back wall. He's trying to get another touch. Awkward pinch coming all the way back down. Shad's going to have this one, but Davin just gets it over the top. Gets another 50 coming off ceiling. Leo's going to get the bump on one. Shad into the corner. Going to be opened up for Trey, but Drops able to recover off of the bump. Leo takes this one. Trying to drop it down to Trey. Went for the pinch. Just missed that chance. Shad picks up the full boost. Trey's going to be there. 50s this one far side. Leo's going to pick up full boost and ball here as Drew trying to get the 50. Not going to have it. Leo with the bang on target. Oh, and that one is just saved. 3.5 minutes gone in overtime. Still 0-0, but a chance coming out. Trey just a little wide.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot more pressure come up for Parabellum. Look at Shad. He is hiding in net. He does not have the boost to come out and challenge it. But a good play from Crew. Again, protecting their teammates so well. Even if they're low on boost, that 50 is going to go Parabellum's way. You have to wonder how much momentum this game is going to play. I know both teams are thinking about this game, but you got to think about the future. What is it going to be like? Whoever picks up this game going forward, how is their psyche going to be?
Yeah, this one's going to come off corner. Leo's there, tries to get it out center. Awkward touch coming out, drops. Not going to be able to follow that one. Gets a good 50. Davin should have a possession here. Gets it off sidewall. Net's open. Drew, quick shot. Trey. Good job stopping that one. Now Drew trying to get this one back to Drops. Drops is going to get 50 by Davin. Leo can't get up quick enough for that one. Comes back out mid. Trey downfield. Drew, awkward touch over to Drops though. Good recovery from him as Leo kills this mid. Trey gets the 50. That's on target. Davin clears it into the corner, trying to play for another 50. Good recovery. 50's two. High towards mid. Drew's up for that one. Wants the double, but not having the boost to follow it. Davin pushing it downfield. As he gets a good 50, Trey just a little too close. And like you said, 2 complete games so far. And both teams playing exceptionally well right now.
My heart can't take this. The bump coming through, that's a shot opportunity, but it still goes wide. And somehow, some way, neither team can find the back of the net. Oh my goodness, these teams are playing so incredibly well and coming out of nowhere. Leo, and you gotta wonder, is all of this time playing, is it going to be a mistake? Because these teams are making play after play, but they're still not quite able to convert because the defense continues to stand tall. They haven't made a mistake. You gotta believe. We're at 11 minutes of play. Eventually, the sweaty ball may just slide right off of that joystick, and that'd be the difference.
Yaz drops, looking for an opportunity here, not going to be able to find it. Trey trying to hit Leo, not going to be able to. Drew looking for another center, almost gets the bump on Davin, but Davin able to fight through it. Davin looking for the pinch, not going to have it. Shad's up for this one, has good control. Gets the flip reset, drops it down, and Drew, I think, ended up with a save on that one as Davin bangs this one downfield. He's going to be picking it up, playing the 50 off drops, high towards the back wall.
Leo
Drew can't get there. Coming off the ceiling, able to get the read, but Davin clears this one down to Trey. Drops into the corner, trying to buy time. Shad, awkward spawn, same side, but drops, keeping possession. Sends it back towards midfield. Leo can't get there, ball floating free. Davin looking for the double, didn't have the boost. Shad almost own goals. Sends it a little wide. Leo can't get there. This one's back towards Parabellum's net. Trey going to be in an awkward spot. Good fakes on one, trying to get it past the second. He's going to pick it up and get boost. Has a little dribble. Nice little flick. Shad trying to get control of this one. Drop's going to be awkward, but Shad there to pick it up and Devin. Dangerous challenge, but able to come away with it is Parabellum. Out coming off the ceiling is Leo. Wants to get another touch, not going to be there. And these teams just trading chances in front of the net.
My goodness, my heart cannot take this. Oh, there are so many close calls. We are at 7.5 minutes, and you want to talk about half of a game, half of an extra game being a long time in overtime. We are now a game and a half, and these two teams continuing to duke it out. They refuse to quit, and we early before this game we were talking about who's the second best, who's the third best, and Crew was in the discussion. You want to talk about how close these two teams are? Somehow Drew again gets the save. Come on, Geometry, be our friend.
Trey back to Davin. Davin the shot. Shad, huge save. Leo up for this one. Crew low on boost. They need to punish now if you're Parabellum. Throws this over. Leo tries to get the shot high off back wall. Nice demo. Davin can't get there, and that is cleared all the way back down, and Parabellum trying to reset, but Crew has boost in the tank now. Trying to get this one downfield. Leo's going to bump him off. Trey takes control of this one. Into the corner. Awkward bounce coming out. Running interference. Shad able to clear that one away. Davin high towards mid. Leo's up for it. Dangerous challenge, but forces Drew to send it into the corner. Trey up for this one. Good control, trying to fake the flip reset, wins the low 50, drops is gonna be there, gets it around Davin, but Leo keeping the pressure going. Shad trying to clear this one down. This is gonna be on target, but Trey, good positioning to take control of that one. Try and send it downfield. He's gonna get deleted. Drew into the corner, but Trey and Leo both there to respawn and pick this one up. Davin, good 50 coming back towards Leo. Leo's gonna send this to Trey. Trey gets a nice pinch downfield, trying to get the 50. High towards ceiling, drops his up for that one. Ball still in the corner. And 9 minutes gone here, Seeger. Still scoreless as we have gone through almost 3 games of Rocket League.
Without a goal, it's one thing to get a couple goals and be tied up. It's another thing when neither team has scored. And this is game 1 of this series, Tank. We are still in game 1. We've got a lot of pressure being put on by Crew. Some demos happening in front of the net, but Parabellum does find a way to clear that one out. Drew, again, the accuracy from Crew is a little bit, but the demo! The demo throws off the momentum and not able to get to the ball for the challenge. And that's going to be Crew taking game 1.
Unfortunate. That demo just throwing Trey like up into the left. The oddest thing are Rocket League demos. You can never count on them. And the one time you need a clean one, it just pushes Trey out of position. And Crew able to take game one there, but I guess you came away with that one, but you gotta. I personally wouldn't feel confident because that was so close for both teams there.
Right, but
and you also had Drew with 1,000 points.
Yeah, Drew 8 saves. There were 16 saves on the board for the side of Crew, and like it's not necessarily the momentum that you gain from that victory, but it's more so the amount that you feel deflated after spending dang near 3 games in Rocket League to not score a goal and lose and still have to come right back in and play more. Like that is just heartbreaking, and Drew gonna get a goal here quickly.
Yeah, great pass out, Drew. Just nice adjustment. Leo expecting that shot to come near post, and Drew just puts it mid. Crew now up 1, and after almost 10 minutes of scoreless Rocket League, we have 2 goals in 8 seconds.
You know, what else would you expect? It's Rocket League.
Right? As Trey gets a quick shot, that one's going to be cleared back downfield. Leo trying to stall it out. Trey's going to keep it along sidewall. Trying to pick this up as Drew. He has it, but Davin, good stop there. And Crew feeling it after that first game win. They're putting on a lot of pressure, more than what we saw in the last game here.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of that is also, again, you're reeling from game 1. You know, if you win that, you're like, all right, we're good. You know, not necessarily a whole lot of confidence as far as what your offense would do, but you know, the fact that you've continued to hold Parabellum scoreless for that long, you're feeling incredibly well. I gotta hope that Crew gets a little overconfident with that defense as much as they had defended. You know, I was really high on Parabellum's timing with their bumps and their demos in the first series against Empyre, and it's just slightly off here against Crew. I don't know if that's the speed of Crew, or again, the fact that you've played dang near 3 games of Rocket League and you're still playing for 1 goal. But if they're able to do that a little bit better, especially on Drew, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, as Davin tries to get that to Trey, finds him, but not able to finish that one off because that was just a little wide. Leo has this, drops it down to Davin. Davin with the shot! And that one would have bounced out, but a good save nonetheless is drops. Now with the carry downfield, doesn't have the boost, but gets a little favorable pinch there from the defender, and it's 2-0 for Crew, 3:20 to go.
Yeah, Drops just getting that wave dash to stay under the ball. I don't think they knew quite how much boost he had. The answer was none. But, you know, if you don't know, you have to expect that a flick's going to come out, he's going to be able to catch and do something. It's not a bad challenge. Just unfortunate that that wave dash put the ball in a perfect spot to pinch off of Parabellum and go into the net.
Yeah, 2 demos coming out here. Davin trying to get the 50, not going to have it. Trey back into his own corner off the respawn, able to get the boost. Now sends it towards mid, picks this up, sends it into the corner, wants to get it around Drops, but Drops with a huge pinch. Davin picks this up, nice little carry from him, gets a good 50, ball still out mid, but no one can get there before Drew does. And now Trey caught by himself for a second, wants to get the 50 on Shad, finds it, ball out mid. Leo pops this one up high, Trey's gonna be there, quick shot, and Drops coming in huge again, as Crew just a brick wall right now.
Yeah, and you know, this is why, and again, Esports is not traditional sports, but you can always draw parallels. That's why people say defense wins championships, and you're seeing it here. Parabellum getting a ton of great shots on point, but somehow, some way, Crew just is always there, and I think just getting one shot to go, even if they fall down 0-2 here to Crew in the series, if they're able to get 1 goal here, it's going to play out so much better for them going forward the rest of the series.
Yeah, they need that confidence back. They need that little bit of momentum boost that, you know, they know that they can score. Yeah, it's a very powerful Parabellum offense. But, I mean, with Crew just playing so well on the defensive side right now, you have to wonder how much that's affecting them mentally. And I mean, they've had 4 shots on pretty much open nets, and somehow Crew's able to just rotate back and get the save at the very last second as Davin wants to find this one. Drop's going to be first one to that. Sends it into the corner, looks for the pass out mid. Leo, awkward touch, but Trey's going to be first one there to follow it.
Dunk.
Huge dunk from him. That's on target. And Trey just bigger.
What a dunk coming through from Trey, realizing that he hit the ball a little bit too hard there. It's like, well, I mean, I got one option now. Use the boost, go for the dunk. And geometry coming out off of the ceiling, somehow sneaking underneath that top crossbar. You know, again, it doesn't have to be necessarily the cleanest or the prettiest, but doing a fantastic job. It's how it's just going to be a little high. The follow-up, again, drops. My goodness, somebody please remove him from this pitch.
Yeah, this one goes back into the corner. Davin, good 50. Trey up for this one. Can't find the angle. Wanted the double out mid. Not going to be there. Leo, huge challenge. This one's bouncing towards net. Drops, just gets enough of that one as this comes far side. Chad and Leo in a foot race for it. Goes back to Davin. Davin pops this one up high. Drew, another great read off the bounce as Leo goes for the dunk here, finds it, and that one's just a little wide. Davin picks it back up, trying to get it out to Trey. Drops it right down, but Shad, good read, drops has this one. He's going to throw it far side. Leo's up for it, drops it into the corner. Nice bang downfield. Trey trying to get there, but I don't think he had the boost to get the shot off there. Trying to find the redirect on the extension.
Yeah, matter of fact, he had 0 boost at that point, trying to get the wave dash to it. But now Trey, again, out of boost. He's trying to play for the 50 as Parabellum has to score a goal here in extra time to keep this one alive. Gets it into the corner, and Crew will go up 2-0 on the series. But, you know, again, after that first goal, and after the momentum that Crew had and how deflated I'm sure it had to be for Parabellum, not being able to pick up that game number 1 and 15 worths of overtime, the way that they were able to bounce back, I think they're playing much, much better going into game number 3. There were only 4 shots on the board for Crew in game number 2. Oh, I believe somebody might have dropped it. I think somebody from Crew, he said sec as they were joining. So I think for Parabellum, if they come out here in game number 3 like they finished game number 2, I think they're going to be in a much better spot, not fighting to send it to overtime, but sending it into winning it in regulation.
Yeah, and it comes down to they need that first goal. There's so much momentum built by Parabellum when they can find the board first, and they just haven't been able to this series because, I mean, we saw that last game. There's 11 shots from Parabellum, 8 saves from Crew, and 1 found the back of the net. Like, that's insane. You can't expect a team that you're playing against to constantly have almost double-digit saves every single game, and somehow Crew is managing that here as Davin just misses that one. Leo gonna get it back to him. This one high off ceiling. Shad, awkward touch. Davin rotates through, fakes it, lets Leo take the shot. Drew, good save there, but Trey's gonna pick this one up. He's gonna get bumped off by Shad, trying to force his way through. Gets it to Davin. Davin gets a huge 50, but can't get it out mid. As we have a Rule 1 in the corner, Leo, and drops, and
that's where you don't break Rule 1!
Rule 1 and gets punished.
That right
Ladies and
there!
girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you never break a Rule 1.
Always respect the Rule 1 and instantly punish karma. Thank you for looking out for Parabellum. 1-0.
And we are old people, that's why it's Rule 1. Don't argue, it's fine. As Drew pops this one downfield, tries to pick it up, but I mean that's a huge momentum boost for Parabellum there. Finally able to break through as Leo gets a great pass out mid, drops trying to send it back downfield. Leo's gonna be there. Shad, awkward touch. Leo, good 50, high across the box, drops. Just gets enough of that one as Drew tries to find Shad. It's gonna be there, but Trey in good position to make a save there. He's gonna hold off on that one for a second. I think he thought his teammate was coming through. As Trey dangerously across his own nets, gets it to Davin, tries to get it back to Leo. Leo's going to pick this one up with full boost, has tons of room to play here, but Drew just shuts that one down quickly. 3:30 to go here. Parabellum up 1-0, but yes, I believe can't feel comfortable with that lead.
Again, the back wall, and Trey is there. Gets the touch, but it goes right to Drew. And, you know, you were talking about you can't feel comfortable with the 1-0 lead. I was getting ready to talk about the fact that it's looking like Parabellum is starting to understand where Crew is out on the pitch and where they are able to find the little gaps and the little chinks in the armor. Now, it's just a matter of getting it past the net. But right there, it just looked like Drew was surprised Parabellum that he was over there ready for that touch. You know, that little wrinkle by Crew, able to tie them up, but still a 1-1 game, and still plenty of rugby left to play, and Parabellum playing very, very well.
What?
Ray?
Talk about a dunk. Holy, how does this angle work?
Well, you see, when you take the hypotenuse of the triangle with the angle of impossibility, you get Trey scores a goal.
He got a little love off the post. That is what we're going to go with. As Davin's going to pick this one up. Huge dunk. Net's open. Trey trying to find another one. And Trey puts Parabellum up 3-1 here. And the kickoff's going to Parabellum's favor now.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, but paying a lot of attention to Parabellum's kickoff. If you're right, J-Mal, absolutely. But if the ball is not coming back into their favor, if they don't think they can get a touch, they are the cheat player is full abandoning the ball and he's going for a bump. If whether it knocks the player off or it gets the demo, it doesn't matter. He's going for that bump, and that has really disrupted both Empyre and now Crew when it happens, when it connects.
Yeah, and Davin takes this in the corner, gets a nice little dunk there. This one's rolling towards the open net, almost gets the pre-flip for the goal as Leo is going to 50 this one high off ceiling. Trey's going to be there, wants to get another pass back down, can't get it past the final defender, but Davin can. Davin leaves this for Leo. Leo with the shot. And that one's just a little wide. Leo sending this back into his own half, trying to pick up boost and just keep it away from Crew right now. That shot's going to be on target. Davin forced to make a save. Picks it up. Nice high flick. Good demo. But two members of Crew already back as Drop starts the counterattack here. Can't get it over Leo at the last second. Comes flying across the pitch to get the stop there. And Parabellum just trying to play keep away right now.
Yeah, the biggest thing here is I'm personally tired watching these players go up and down the pitch. Like, physically, the fat guy in me is like, they have to start getting tired. The cars are just running so much up and down. No one is getting stuck in one end of possession. And that's where Parabellum likes to do. They like to play that possession style. They like to just keep you on defense. But at the same token, 3-1, I feel like they should probably do it. But if they're able to get that, break up their rotations of Crew and open up a little bit of space on the defense by getting them to run up and down the pitch, I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, it's Trey. Two demos came out there for Parabellum. They weren't able to just finish it off as Davin. What a shot, but what a save again from Crew. As it looked like Parabellum was just trying to boost starve him, but Crew able to get some off of those demos, gave all the boost they needed to come back and make those saves. As Drops just misses that outlet pass. 30 seconds to go here. Still a 3-1 game. Leo trying to force it past, not going to have it. This one's coming right out mid. Trey, good pickup. Has the ball alongside while doing a great job of just killing a bunch of time. Gets a big 50 across the box and sticking with it. He just will not give up as Drops gets the flip reset, pops this one down high off back wall. Drew can't get there. Chad looking for the double, not going to have it as Trey keeps it in the corner. This one's falling back towards midfield, final seconds ticking off, and Parabellum going to take game 3 here to stay alive in this series.
Yeah, nicely done there by Parabellum, coming back and keeping this series going. And, you know, again, they got that first goal they got the kickoff goal, and then are you really able to apply a lot of pressure? And again, look at the shot total. In game number 2, Crew had 4 total shots. In game 3, 3 total shots. They're able to keep them away from the net and away from those possessions. And yes, Crew is able to pick up 7 saves on the 11 shots. But when you're only giving up 3 shots and you're able to score 3 goals, you have to feel incredibly good about your chances. And that one goal it wasn't even really Cruz doing. It was a missed touch on the back wall, just handed the ball over.
Yeah, and so I mean, for Parabellum, you got to figure like it almost feels like you're down 2-1 in the series, but it's felt like they've been in control of these games. Just Crew's defense has kept them in this game, and we always preach like how long can you keep up playing that much defense before it breaks and just starts to wear you out? And I feel like that was the start of what we saw there in game number 3. Crew's defense has been playing so perfect for so long is starting to show chinks in the armor because it's hard to maintain that communication to keep that boost going and play at that level of defense for so long. I mean, they've played already, what, 5 games?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
There's still a chance for 2 more?
Yeah, well, if not more. At least more. But yeah, I mean, and a lot of it, we're starting to see Parabellum get a lot bumpier. They're going for these bumps, they're going for these demos, they're able to pick them up. It's making the pace of play a little bit faster, and it's making both teams go up and down the pitch quite a bit more, but it's allowing these gaps that you're not seeing who just turtle up on their back wall and in the net, and that's what's finding you. It's just one person from Crew who has to get the save and clear. And if that one person makes a mistake, or you're able to demo that one person, that's where the goals are going to come.
Yeah, as a nice 50 comes out there. Leo, good job avoiding the demo. Is going to pick this one up in the corner. Looking to get it out mid. Gets it there, but Shad, for some reason, is pushed up to almost midfield and able to get that touch away from the final Parabellum member, who looked like he was going to be able to bang that one near post and give him that 1-0 lead as Drew takes this high off ceiling. Davin's going to be there. Good 50 going back into their corner. Trey's going to pick up the boost and buy some time as Leo now has this one. Leo in a 2-on-1. Pops it up high. Tries to get it over to Davin. And just a little soft. Drew now picks this one up. Trying to get the shot, but able to walk it in as Parabellum just gets bumped off the back wall.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. You go for the bumps, you're going to try and get back the other way. Able to just pick him off the wall and carry him across the net as Drew walking the dog into the net and gives Crew the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as Leo gets this to sidewall, Trey's going to pick it up. Shad coming off ceiling, trying to get there, not going to be able to. Trey, big 50, but Shad yet again at midfield. Able to just get the touch, but a good pass from Leo to Davin. Davin with a little change-up. Shad there for the save again as Leo picks this one up. Good 50 coming high off sidewall. It's going to be there again for Drew. Davin gets bumped off. Free possession here for Crew. Drops it down, trying to find Drew. Not going to have it. Quick shot coming out, Trey. Great recovery on that one as we approach the halfway point in this game. Still 1-0 in favor of Crew. And Parabellum getting a couple opportunities, but again, Crew's defense just playing lights out right now.
Yeah, but again, you scored 3 goals in game number 3. More than capable of doing it. Once again, just have to get that first one. Got to break up their defense, break up their rotation. Whether that's from the bumps, from the demos, from speed up and down the pitch, maybe a great 50. If you're able to do so, Stray gets a save off of his own post. If you're able to do that, you can start getting rolling.
Yeah, this one's going to go far side. Drew trying to clear that in front of the net. Not going to be there. Leo picks this one up. Has plenty of boost. Wants to get the second touch. Just rushed it a little bit. But Trey, good 50 coming high off ceiling. Davin's going to be first one there. Drops it down to Leo. Leo back to Davin. Davin high off ceiling. Trey not going to be there. Leo takes the quick shot. Drew, good save. Davin can't get there. But Trey with the free possession takes the quick shot. Good save from Drops. This comes back out. Leo's going to be there. can't get that 50 to go a favorable way in front of the net. Leo's going to be there for the dunk. All still in the corner. Shad trying to clear this one out. Davin's going to be there. That's high off back wall, and you can see Crew starting to run low on boost here as Parabellum starting to lock them in their own half, but that finally gets cleared away. Going to take a favorable bounce for Parabellum and just pop out.
Yeah, and even though, yes, Parabellum is on offense and it looked like Crew was starting to run low on boost, they were still able to get their own corners. You never saw Parabellum able to steal one of those corner boosts, which allowed the challenges to come out, and they were just 50s that were happening. The 50s were going Parabellum's way, but they weren't able to quite follow them up because it was 50 after 50 instead of the clean hits and the clean passes.
Yeah, as this one goes to sidewall, nice 50 coming out there. Drop's still going to pick this one up as Davin was in an awkward spot, gets the challenge. Ball still sitting there. Leo picks this one up. Everyone trying to retreat, but Drew just turns on that one quick and gets a good pinch back down into Parabellum's half. Final 30 seconds, Parabellum still down one, needs an answer here as this comes high off back wall. Davin, good second touch. Trey can't find the dunk. Davin's not going to have the corner to steal there as Leo's up for this one. Ball still along sidewall. Good challenge coming out from Davin. Davin has this one. It's going to be right out front. Trey's there to tie it up. 11 seconds to go, and I am on the edge of my seat.
Oh my goodness, the demo happening. And cool guys, don't look at explosions as Trey just continues to rush for that, finds the tight angle, and ties us up in 11 seconds. We've seen kickoff goals go both ways in this series. Leo with an opportunity going to go off the wall. Drew, now, of course, has the read. Why wouldn't he? He's been solid this entire series, but Parabellum trying to keep it going here, but it will fall and head into another overtime.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Parabellum really needs this one, but it would be such a momentum boost if they can come away with this one after being down one for so long. Quick shot coming out. That's going to be just why Drew can't get it on target. Leo's going to pick this one up. Drew's going to get deleted. Davin's going to be out mid. Trey. Oh, awkward jump. Maybe he pulled off. Maybe Davin called him as that one's coming back around, trying to get it past Drew. Drew's still there. Leo pops this high across the box, drops, gets this to Shad. Shad with a quick shot. Trey, awkward touch. Good clear from Leo there. Gets it into the corner before anyone from Crew could follow that one up. Drew's going to get 50'd. Trey picks this up. It's a good pinch far side. Davin, first one there. Sends it offside or off the low corner, gets it into the corner. Shad trying to find Drew out mid. Not gonna be there as this one's stalled out. Should be a 2-on-1 for a second if Davin can push it quick. Good try. Trey's there. Shot. Oh, what a save again from Crew.
My goodness, the shot came hot and is still able to be saved. But back and forth we go. Crew starting to get some momentum. A miss on the back wall, but Trey able to pick up the slack. And I feel like we've been here before, although it was about 8 minutes in the future here, but I feel like we have been here before.
Yeah, as Drew takes control of this one, trying to get it on target. Not going to be there. This one's high towards back wall. Drop. Oh! Wanted to drop it underneath, and Leo. Huge save. He's going to get bumped off of this one. Davin picks it up. Nice touch. Leo takes the shot. And he should change his name to Chad with how big he is in net. This one goes into the corner. And we're a minute 50 in, and you're right, Seeger. This feels so much like the last overtime.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not sure my heart can take another 6 minutes of this. Or 7 minutes, I guess, at this point, but a demo happening. The double is there, and there are 5 cars in the air. You would talk about these players have so much Rocket League, completely clean. We get into overtime, and everyone's just like, no, I don't know what's happening anymore. 5 cars in the air.
Oh, Davin needed to get the touch there as Drew was barreling down, trying to finish this game off in the series. Leo into the corner, huge 50 coming right back down. Shad's gonna get bumped off, trying to recover, not gonna be able to. Trey has to retreat as Drops has this one. Drops trying to thread the needle, but Leo, huge challenge, keeping that one away from the net. Ball still in the corner. Shad trying to get that out mid. Trey gets that one past Drew, looking for the clear back downfield. Can't control that touch. Drops has this one, floating towards the Parabellum net, and Davin clears that away. Trey clears this one to the far side, trying to get the quick touch on it. Not going to have it. Davin's first one up for that. Nice clean beat. Shad's going to have a free touch along back wall. Trying to clear it all the way out as Drew goes towards Parabellum's net. And 3:09 eclipse here in the second overtime of the series. And both teams bending, but neither breaking just yet.
I mean, we need RL stats in here or something. The fact that there have been 2 overtimes that we have played almost 14 minutes worth of overtime is just absolutely insane. These two teams playing their hearts out, everything out there on the pitch, and just not able to break one another. And I know that we talked about just how strong the mental fortitude is in this Parabellum squad. You're seeing it here from Crew as well. These players at Sam are just absolutely a joy to watch.
Yeah, that takes an awkward bounce. Shad trying to follow this one up. Gonna leave it for Drops. Drops his touch, gets a little bit away from him, but Drew, nice little catch at midfield. Davin, huge challenge coming high off ceiling. Drew gets the demo on one, but Leo gets possession into the corner, trying to force Drew off of that. Drew trying to find Shad, can't, as Trey keeps us in the corner of Crew's territory. Leo's there, trying to find the double, can't. Shad gets bumped off. Drew trying to get the touch, not going to be there. Trey kills this at mid, but Drops takes control. Davin into the corner, wanted the boost, not able to find it. Drew trying to get the waterfall. Good touch there from Leo as the counterattack trying to get started here. And the missed jump ends the series. Crew takes this 3-1 after another almost 5-minute overtime.
Oh my goodness, just incredibly close there, and Crew finding a way to get that angle, to find that spot, and my goodness. And this is what we were talking about prior, was, you know, how close Parabellum played Crew the first time that they met, and now doing it once again. You know, yes, it has been a 3-1 in favor of Crew both times, but they played 6 complete games in a 4-game series, 7 almost games in a 4. Or I know they did. They played 7 games worth of time in 4 games, and if that doesn't tell you how close those two teams are, and for those people who are putting Crew as one of the top 2, top 3 teams, yeah, they beat Parabellum. They found a way. But there's no doubt Parabellum is 100% up there.
Yeah, that's the thing. They found a way, and that was the thing. They had to figure something out as, I mean, from the looks of it, so our middle teams here, Seeger, we might have a rematch against Backroom Enjoyers, who ended up taking down Parabellum 3-1 in the first series of Saturday.
Yep.
Or, I mean, they could be playing someone else, but I mean, if you're Parabellum, you have to feel really confident knowing that you took what everyone's saying is the best team in Sam to a 10-minute overtime and then a 5-minute overtime and just 2 bad touches, and that series doesn't go your way. Two bad touches, and Crew had to put up like 90 saves in those 4 games.
I don't think you're quite mathing enough. It might be like 90 squared saves. My goodness, yeah, and you know, we're sitting here and you know, the Rocket League had an update, and it's the block party. I think Crew took that to heart with the new basketball court with block, and it just seemed like everything Parabellum tried to do was getting saved, was getting blocked, and you know, they started to figure it out, and it was so incredibly close. But as you and I both know, anything can happen in 1-goal games, and it was nice to see in Game 3 when Parabellum got that 2-goal advantage. You feel confident at that point, but a 1-goal game, we saw it. 1 missed touch, 1 missed clear, 1 missed wave dash. Anything with the caliber of players that are out on the pitch is the difference between a win or a loss. And I think Parabellum, you know, any lesser of a team, I would be concerned about them moving forward. But this team has shown us time and time again how strong their mental fortitude is, and I fully expect them to bounce right back in the next series. But we are waiting on that to be solidified and who we are doing with a matchup. We're going to head to a quick intermission. When we come back, it'll be round number 3 here in the Sam Rocket League RLCS Regional 1 Open. Don't go anymore. More action to come. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to try to remember to open or bring the audio back up when we get back in the game, but they are in the test server. And Tank, round number 3, apparently the day is just a day of rematches for Parabellum, and it's going to be up against Backroom Enjoyers. Again, another team that they saw on, and it's not even like Sunday rematches. This is Saturday rematches.
Yeah, and I mean, this one was the very first series that Parabellum had to roll into, right?
Yep.
just off of everything, coming in, trying to get this one done. It was a 1-3 for Backroom Enjoyers, but even at that point, it was still really close. I mean, it was a 3-1, 4-2, 4-2, 1-0. So they were able to take Backroom to at least the wire, because a couple of those, it was 2-0, 1-0 for the majority of it till the final seconds when they were trying to push. And
Right.
I mean, I still have faith that this Parabellum team is night and day different than what we saw on that Saturday. They're playing a lot more confident. They're playing a lot more consistent, and they aren't rushing their touches. And I still have to feel, even with those games being as close as they were, like Parabellum should be favored in this one just because of the matchup and how they play against teams like Backroom Enjoyers who try and slow it down a little bit more. Parabellum matches up really well against those teams.
Yeah, and I think with Parabellum, Crew that we just saw is a very, very tough matchup, just the way that Crew plays. The fact that they have so many saves, and Parabellum likes to have that momentum and apply a lot of pressure and then get a goal or two and have that very close game, that works well in Crew's favor, where Parabellum, they want to get one or two goals and then just be like, okay, I know you don't have the offense. Where Crew has the defense and that quick transitional offense. It's not necessarily something that, they're going to have a ton of pressure and then break you down, where that's kind of what Backroom Enjoyers wants to do, where it's going to be a tug of war between these two teams of who's able to get that possession, who's able to get that momentum, and who's able to boost starve the other team first.
Yeah, and I mean, just with how Parabellum has been playing, you got to think that's going to err in their favor. Like, they did it against Crew for a lot of that. Crew's defense was the toughest defense we've seen in the SAM region through the last 3 days. And so Parabellum's just on a different level right now, and they just need to keep that pressure and remember how good they are with it, and just boost starve a little bit more than they did against Crew. And they're going to come away with this one as a demo comes out from Backroom Enjoyers trying to get Parabellum off the ball. And Parabellum already starting out with a ton of pressure here as Trey wanted to get that last little flick over the top, not quite able to, as Davin keeps this one in. Trey's up for it, takes a quick shot. Pond, great save, as this is still in Backroom Enjoyers territory. Davin can't keep that one up as Leo looks to find Trey. Trey looks for the double, can't find it, but fakes it for Leo, and the boys connect once again.
The tactical fake comes in clutch, and that's what we're talking about. The defense from Crew was just so disrupting, and if that was Crew, you'd expect that to be saved, but the backboard able to put on a ton of pressure, able to consistently apply not only an attack, but keeping them off the boost pads, off the big boost in the corners. Parabellum eventually going to be the beneficiary of that, with nobody able to get in their faces and challenge that super early.
Yeah, as Unbroken tries to get this out mid, not going to be there. Leo sends it back down, can't get it past Pond as he's looking for the pass out mid. Not going to be there. Trey picks this one up. Nice first touch from him, looking for the bump, finds Unbroken, but not able to do anything with it as a Goose tries to push this one back downfield and follow it up. Good 50 from Leo. Comes back out towards mid. Unbroken's going to miss that one. Huge 50. Davin high off back while trying to get the follow. Sends it towards ceiling. Able to get another one as Leo plays the 50. Ball coming off sidewall. Trey drops it down. Davin goes for the shot. Great save. Ball still floating there. And Parabellum's offense just putting on a ton of pressure and forcing Backroom Enjoyers to use a lot of boots to get to these touches. And that is where Parabellum strives to be at, is sending those high off back wall, forcing Backroom Enjoyers to make those touches high near the back of their net. As Trey clears this all the way down, net's open for a second, puts it on the open net and can't finish that one off.
Oh my goodness, just so incredibly close. And again, we have said it multiple times. The open net is the hardest goal in Rocket League, bar none. There is nothing more difficult than being able to hit that You have all the time in the world, and it's going to come back to bite Parabellum in the butt here as Pond gets a nice angle off that 50, and Davin just couldn't get back. Trey reaching for it as well, and it looked like Parabellum starting to get a little out of sorts of where people were on their own team. We saw a couple of rather awkward double commits that we haven't seen from them this entire day, and is it you got to feel like you're up one on Backroom Enjoyers trying to play. I mean, maybe there was a call out based on the information that they scouted for the first time. I'm not sure what it was, but for Parabellum, it's going to get right back into their consistent play, and they're putting on a ton of pressure against Backroom.
Yeah, as Leo picks this one up, good control, but had no boost. Just does a good job of playing for the 50. A Goose trying to get this one out mid, just gets it around Davin, but Trey's going to pick up the pressure. Looking to get another 50 here, comes across the middle. This is going to be shot on net. Davin bangs it downfield. Demo coming out, ball into the corner. Trey returns the favor, gets a huge challenge. Leo can't get there. Davin's going to be in an awkward position, but Backroom Enjoyers not able to get that one out mid, and now Trey with the counter gets a good 50, takes a favorable bounce, but Pan able to knock him off of it as Leo bangs this one downfield. Good touch from him. Trey now with possession, throws that off ceiling, looking for the final touch over the top, and Pan, great save there. And now 1-1, 120 to go here, and both these teams starting to settle down and lock in.
Yeah, and you're seeing that 100% on point. They are settling down. You're not seeing players just go up for touches at midfield and not have the boost, and it's just floating down. They are having a purpose. They're having a reason to go for it, and that is allowing the game to kind of slow down, and both teams to read it a little better, understand what they're doing, what the other team is doing, and it's just a matter of who's going to impose their will first. It's Parabellum trying to do so with a couple of bumps here, a nice center. No one going to be able to follow it up, but right where Parabellum likes to be.
Yeah, final 40 seconds of play here. Trey trying to keep the pressure going, looking to get a bump, finds a huge one, but Unbroken able to clear that away. Now Leo has this one, tries to sneak that one in near post, not gonna be there. Davin with the 50, Leo, another good one. It's popping high out. Trey pre-jumps, great read there as a Goose clears this all the way back down. Davin has a free touch, finds Leo. Leo trying to get this one back out mid, goes for the musty, awkward touch. Davin can't finish it. Trey, quick shot, just sends that one a little wide. Unbroken trying to clear it out. Davin's gonna be there, high towards ceiling. Unbroken goes for the shot, not gonna be able to find that one, but Leo keeping this alive for Parabellum. One last chance here for them as this one's trying to waterfall down. It's gonna go wide, and another overtime here.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's not gonna last almost 10 minutes though. I'm just gonna put that out there. But Parabellum, this is what we saw against Backroom Enjoyers. I'm pretty sure two of the games against Backroom were overtime. Or maybe that was the next series, I don't remember, but they have played a ton of overtime games in this SAM region against multiple teams. They're very well versed in it. They play incredibly well. I'm hoping that it's not creeping in their minds what happened to them in the last series. And right on cue, Davin says, no, we are good. Shot after shot after shot. Everybody! Parabellum up 1-0.
Yeah, great rotations there, good pressure. They realized they had Backroom Enjoyers on their back foot, just trying to get touch after touch. And honestly, that extra one off back wall there opened up the space for Parabellum to get that shot off and get that final goal. Because I think if that one would have been on target, Backroom would have been able to clear it into the corner, and then Parabellum would have had to try to reset to get everything going out front again. So heads up play from them to get that final pass off. And I mean, Seeger, sometimes it's not about taking the shot when the net's there. Sometimes it's about getting that final pass to put the defender out of position. And Parabellum played that one beautifully to take game one.
They had 14 shots. They had 14 shots to the 3 of Backroom Enjoyers. Now, efficiency, we can talk about that. 14 shots, 2 of them went in.
It doesn't matter. Accuracy by volume.
Six were saved. Right, and it is superiority by just increased firepower. Let's just continue to fireball the net. Eventually it's going to go in, right? That seemed to be what they were employing there in game number 1. It's just a matter of can they continue to do that through the rest of the series, because if you're looking at pure efficiency, Backroom Enjoyers were much, much higher on that, as when they were getting shots, they were very threatening. One of them went in. For Parabellum, there was just all the pressure in the world. If they're able to continue to maintain that and have a ton of boost steals, a ton of pressure on the offensive side, get some at the net, get some bumps, they're going to walk away the victor here.
Yeah, nice shot coming out of the corner. Good adjustment from Backroom Enjoyers to just get there for that one. Davin's up, wants to find the double, just throws it into the back wall. No one's there to follow it as Leo cuts that one off, gets a good bump on Unbroken. Pan, huge 50 going opposite side of Goose, trying to get the catch and the carry. Not going to have it. Davin keeps this along sidewall. Good recovery. Looking for the pass out mid. Gets the bounce, but not able to force that through the last defender. But Trey picking this one up mid, throws it to Leo, and almost finds the beautiful redirect in front of the net as a Goose looking for a pass out mid. Not going to be there. Trey back down to Davin. Pan's going to cut that one off. Good 50 from Trey. Ball's going to be free for a second. No one from Parabellum able to push that just yet, as Leo playing a little safe there. Rotated back. Pan can't get the follow-up. 3:45 to go here. Still a scoreless game too, but both teams trading blows early.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of midfield play, which, you know, Parabellum is not weak at being. I believe that benefits Backroom Enjoyers much more if they're able to get one or two down to the net, and it becomes incredibly threatening for them. And for Parabellum, they just want to make sure that they never put themselves in that situation. And we're seeing that tug of war between these two teams. We're seeing them just constantly fight who's going to get the 50, who's going to get the pass out, who's just faking one another and getting the bump. And that's the difference that we're seeing right now. That's just calm, cool, and collected on both sides, but waiting for that one momentum shifting play.
As that pass goes all the way across, just a little too hot. Davin didn't have a ton of boost, but was trying to do what he could with it. Unbroken gets a good 50 high off ceiling. Trey's not going to be able to follow that one. Leo, nice little doink downfield. Pan cuts that one off into the corner. Davin picks this up. He has Leo out mid, wants to find him, but that touch gets a little too far away. And it looks like Parabellum's rushing those second touches a little bit, as Backroom Enjoyers have been putting on a lot of pressure, just trying to clear it out. And Parabellum's getting locked in their own half right now. But
nice.
Trey, great shot. What a banger. 1-0 Parabellum.
And that was the adjustment. I was getting ready to ask about it. Listen, if you're going to have all this pressure on you and all these plays, that when you're trying to bang it down, it's just not working. You keep that ball close to you. You look for those little passes, and you stay nice and tight in formation like you are the Mighty Ducks, and able to get the beautiful bang to give Parabellum the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, nice play there. Davin trying to clear it out of danger. This one pops right back up. A Goose just going to miss that one. Trey picks this up. Tons of boot. Great touch. Trey, you are a god, sir. You are insane, and they have families. What a great weight on that one. And pushing it perfectly, knowing that Trey probably wasn't going to get the touch, but Trey faked him out. It right over the top into the open net.
And again, you gotta believe that the communication was strong there. It was Leo who was up the pitch, looking for the bump, was not able to get it because Pan was attacking instantly. And that communication is where the flick comes early and allows it to get over the top of the defender and gives the goal. And that's not the first time we have seen that from this Parabellum squad. I don't, obviously, we're not in comms with them, but you gotta believe that that's what's going on with the amount of plays they're able to do it.
Yeah, now Pan trying to get the counter. Good challenge coming out from Parabellum. A Goose just clears that one far side. But Parabellum's doing a good job of forcing Backroom Enjoyers to just clearing it to nobody and giving possession right back to him, as Pan able to get it past one, gets it past the second. Leo all by himself. Shot coming out, but couldn't get it past Trey, as Trey doing it on both sides of the field right now. Sacrifices his body to send that one back down, and Leo goes for the double, fakes it. Davin's there. Leo kills that one. Oh, and that one can't get forced through, and Backroom Enjoyers now on the counter attack here. Gets a nice pinch along back wall, but can't do anything with it, as Leo tries to clear it out. Trey now has this one, gets the 50, pops high out towards mid. Pan, great touch, but no one there is unbroken. Just a little too slow to that one. Leo gets a good 50 towards back wall, gets the dunk. Davin with the angles, just a little wide as the final 30 seconds here. Seeker still 2-0, but Parabellum's pressure looking amazing.
Yeah, and that's what was the momentum changing play going to be? And we're seeing a lot of midfield play, and it was that snipe from Trey that put Parabellum on the board, but then Trey with that huge flick has to be the moment that we are talking about in this game, because after that point, Parabellum has just been able to apply so much pressure. It looks like Backroom Enjoyers is afraid that it's going to happen to them once again, and they're playing back further, and they're not able to get their offense flowing, and this is going to be Parabellum going up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, and just looking really, really sound right now. It feels like that crew game. That's the hard part. Parabellum is playing just as well, in my opinion, as they were against crew. But you see what the difference is when you have a team that's just not literally gods in the net, stopping 19, 20 shots in a series or in a game, really.
Yeah.
And it plays into Parabellum's favor. They're able to get a lead and just keep peppering the net. Not necessarily anything super threatening on shot or on target, but just enough to wake Comp up so he gets to see the rest of this beautiful series.
Yeah, apparently we need to yell louder is what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing from Comp. But yeah, and again, winning that shot totals, you see it there. 9-5, not quite doubling up, but still significantly higher. And Trey not only getting the 2 goals, but the 4 saves as well, just being everywhere out on the pitch and definitely feeling it there in that game, and being able to shift the momentum over in their favor. And we always talk about the pendulum. Which way is it going to swing, and does it ever shift back? And it was just kind of sitting there. We were really, really neutral. It was a matter of one play going one team's way. That one play went Parabellum's way, and you never saw the momentum shift back. You never saw Backroom Enjoyers get a chance to get another real threatening shot or opportunity to bring themselves back in the game. And if Parabellum can do that here again, early, setting the tone, they should be able to take this in a 3-0.
Oh, as Trey tries to get it over the top, not going to be able to. Nice bump there from a Goose. That one's floating. Unbroken, good save. Pan not able to clear that one out yet. Davin's going to be there. Huge 50. Water falling down. Leo with the shot, just a little wide, but sends it towards sidewall where Trey's able to pick it up off of the good 50 from Pan. And Leo now has this one, trying to get it to Davin. Drops it down. Davin looking for the double. Can't finish it. Trey gets caught off guard by the second touch. And Parabellum right now trying to get that first goal. Are they calling for a reset?
Yeah. Yep.
Pan lagging. So they are going to, I'm assuming, just reset the lobby because, you know, RL admin things.
Yeah, they can do things that we cannot. So I don't know if they're just gonna pause. And yes, yeah, look at Pan there. 304 ping, having some issues. So we're gonna figure out what is going on. I believe that they're, yes. Okay, this is a test. So we're gonna head back to us here for a moment as they are testing the lobby, making sure Pan's internet is back up and good. It does look, according to me, what I can see, it looks like it, but obviously I'm not at his computer, can't tell. But they're fading. It does look like they are going to reset the lobby as it was announced early enough without any goals happening. So we'll see how this affects these teams.
Yeah, I almost feel like that's a good reset for Backroom Enjoyers. Like, they were getting pounded on the offensive side. Parabellum was on the cusp of breaking through. And so, I mean, to be able to get this reset, you're getting a couple minutes to kind of, you know, get a tactical timeout without, you know, I mean, obviously they can't just say Pan's internet's messed up, like, without good reason, as he was sitting at 300 ping. But still, I mean, that could be the momentum shift that they need to come back in the series. But if I know anything about these Parabellum guys, they're going to come back even harder here in the reset, because they know they can push that pressure and might as well try and capitalize on the little bit of time that they had there to talk through everything.
Yeah, and it does look like we are set and ready to go. We are back in a resetting game number 3. And Tank, yeah, you're absolutely correct. We've seen this from Parabellum. There was a player that disconnected on Sunday. While Parabellum was down 2 goals, they reset the game with the same time and score as when that happened. This is not RLCS admin that was doing this. This was Parabellum just agreeing with it with the other team, and they came back and won that game. So yes, they were on the losing side of it at that point prior to the reset, but showing that even when a game reset happens, they can still get their brains right back into it and play at an incredibly high level.
Yeah, but Backroom Enjoyers is doing a good job of taking the pressure to Parabellum here after the reset, as it has been nothing but Backroom Enjoyers so far in this first minute. But Parabellum's defense doing a good job of standing tall so far. Nice little challenge. This one's going to be pushed downfield. Trey trying to race to it. It's out of the corner. Able to pick up the boost from Pan. Pan now trying to get a shot off. Not going to have that one. Davin picks this up, but a Goose, good, quick challenge there as this goes back into that same corner. Nice backroom pickup boost there as Davin thought someone's going to be there for the quick shot. Wasn't quite ready for it as Trey wins a good low 50, but Pan, huge demo on the backside. We are seeing Backroom Enjoyers get very aggressive.
Yeah, and Parabellum's able to take advantage of it. We saw how timid they started to get after Trey's flick to get the second goal. And if Parabellum can punish that aggression and get a quick goal here, you got to wonder if Backroom Enjoyers doesn't turtle up a little bit and try to keep it a 1-goal game and look for their one opportunity. But they're playing a lot of defense here. Parabellum starting to get back in where they feel most comfortable. And my goodness, what a clear.
Yeah, and now this one's going to be sent right back. Quick shot coming out and Unbroken able to punish the defensive rotation as it looked like this clear was going to go all the way downfield, and he just cuts that one quick. No one able to get back for it. And Backroom Enjoyers up 1 here, 3 minutes to go, but we know how potent this Parabellum offense can be in a short amount of time. As that kickoff's going to be stalled out, Leo trying to fake that one, goes for the shot. Unbroken, good save, but a double commit coming out from Backroom Enjoyers. A Goose trying to clear this one out. Davin's going to be able to cut that one off, gets a nice double, trying to follow it, plays for the 50. Unbroken gets it over the top, trying for a second touch, not going to be there. Quick shot, high off ceiling. Trey forced to make a good save there, gets a 50 on Pond as this one comes right back towards midfield. Good save, Leo. But Backroom Enjoyers not allowing Parabellum out of their own half right now. And Trey finally trying to get there, not going to be there, and a Goose, a great dunk. And Pan puts Backroom Enjoyers up 2-0.
Yeah,
sorry, the Pan dunk.
The dunk able to get in, the touch coming through, but just not quite enough soon enough. And that's where that pressure, again, that midfield pressure, where is it coming from and where is the one play to break it? It's looking like it's now Backroom Enjoyers who's starting to break that midfield pressure, as we're not seeing a whole lot of offense come out from Parabellum. Even when they do get down, even when they do get a couple of boost steals, it's just getting stuck in the corner.
Yeah, and I mean, another kickoff, 2 people pushed up, 1 man back. That's a dangerous position, especially when the second man for Backroom Enjoyers had a clean beat and couldn't get past, or didn't have to get past anybody. As Davin looking to pinch that one out mid, not going to be there. Trey into the corner, looking for another touch. It's going to be coming across the box. Pan, easy clears. Unbroken picks this one up, gets it past 1, trying to get it past the last. Not going to have that. Trey, good flick. Leo looking for the bump. He's going to find it, but Davin had to turn off of that one. Would have had a open shot on net there. Trey, low boost, just pushes this one into the corner. Wanted to pick up that full, not going to have it. Good challenge there coming out from Leo. Leo drops this one down. Trey trying to get the read, and Trey, oh, great read off back wall here. Opens up the scoring for Parabellum with 1:36 to go.
Oh my goodness, that read off the bounce. I thought he was going to go up and try to either kick it back or get the redirect on the way, and just waits for it to get off the wall. Still manages to find the angle and get one goal back. There's still 90 seconds, still plenty of time for Parabellum to get back into this game, but they're going to have to do it relatively quick.
Yeah, they need a big answer here, but that one's just going to get popped into near post as Unbroken gets a good little cut here. And back to a 3-goal lead for Backroom Enjoyers. Davin just missing that one, but Backroom Enjoyers answer back quickly.
Yeah, and being able to get that, but again, the pressure off of the kickoff is just causing so much havoc on the Parabellum side. It looks like Backroom Enjoyers has started to figure out how Parabellum is doing their kickoffs and taking massive advantages. This is the 3rd goal now in this game that have come directly off of kickoffs, and one that it was just they hadn't got back into rotation yet on the side of Parabellum. Backroom Enjoyers doing a fantastic job. Parabellum starting to figure out what is going on. They should be able to correct it going into game number 4.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, you got a minute left. Try and get another goal, but use this time to kind of talk and brainstorm how you want to go into the next game. Yeah, you're still going to have a minute in between matches, but nonetheless, every extra little bit of time helps as a great passing play comes out. Trey able to put that one in, and I mean, 3 goals in 51 seconds, still a chance.
So you're telling me it's a chance. Yeah, and it's again, 150 into a pass and a goal, and we see that from Parabellum multiple times. It's just a matter of being able to do it on a consistent basis, but it seems like Trey has just had Backroom Enjoyers number this series, and they're able to set him up. He's playing so incredibly well.
Yeah, as he tries to throw that one downfield, the Goose gets a good 50. Davin's going to be there. Leo's up for this one. Wanted to get it to Trey. Wasn't able to quite get it back out mid. This is going to be cleared all the way back down. Final 30 seconds to play. Trey, good 50. Ball sitting free for a second. Pan trying to find the angle. Comes right back out mid. Good shot from Unbroken. And it's 6-2, 20 seconds left. Yeah, Parabellum just looking a little out of sorts. I think they're just trying to push the offense, knowing they needed a lot of quick goals.
Yeah, and you know, you never want to give up on a game, and I think that's the biggest thing here. You see it from Parabellum. They're not giving up on the game, but the only way to get back into it is to be unbelievably hyper-aggressive, to go for those 50s and those challenges, even as third man, even when it looks like it's not going to go in your favor. You still have to take that chance, and that's where a lot of the goals are coming through from Backroom Enjoyers. So you take this with a grain of salt. You know, here again, open net happening, everyone's pushing forward. It's all over but the formality at this point. Going for some bumps, going for some demos. So I think you take this with a grain of salt. But one thing we can is Parabellum needs to make sure that their kickoffs go back to the way that they were. This game, they started to look susceptible again to Backroom Enjoyers, and if they're able to shore that up, they'll be completely fine going here into game number 4.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw the same thing happen to them against Empyre, right?
Yep.
Game 4, they were up 2-1 in the series, and then Empyre came out and kind of slapped them around, right? They put it to them, and then we brought up, hey, you know what? BDS had the same thing that happened. They bounced back strong, and that's the thing with Parabellum is every time we've seen them in this position, they've been able to kind of readjust and bring the next game extremely close, if not win it there. And we're going to expect to see the same thing, right? It almost feels like when Parabellum is down 30 seconds left, they're like, all right, let's just throw everything at the wall, see what happens. And then it kind of spirals out of control. So it makes that stat line look way different than what it actually is. But I think it's them just trying to figure out different things to see what they can do against Backroom Enjoyers and maybe even build their confidence up a bit to make them think like, hey, oh, we can do this. We're better mechanically. Let's keep pushing this. And then it's going to open up those overcommits, and Parabellum's just going to punish them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to believe that, especially we've talked about this in seemingly every series, coming out and setting the tone early. If Parabellum is able to score the first goal, and the sooner it happens, obviously, the better, I think that's not only going to give them confidence, but it's also going to implement that seed of doubt into Backroom Enjoyers' mind and allow Parabellum to play much cleaner and much more their style of game.
Yeah, nice shot coming out. Davin, good rotate. Parabellum up 20 seconds in, and that's what they needed. Just a quick reset, get that first goal, get that confidence back. And this is when they can start rolling as long as they can maintain their kickoffs.
Yeah, nicely done there, being able to get it off the back wall. And, you know, that's part of, yes, I was giving them crap, but where a lot of their shots came from in game number 1, where they had 6 shots that were unaccounted for. Well, Rocket League still calls that a shot. It's going to go high, it's going to go off the back wall, it's going to go off post, but they're able to follow it up actually into a pass. Not able to get that one in, and so, you know, for Parabellum, they did a great job of following up on one another. Just need to continue that pace, but that one, the goose.
That was a great pass. I mean, let's just call it what it was. That was a great pass. Davin and Leo both trying to get there, just didn't have the boost to get up for it. Good positioning from Backroom Enjoyers to finish that one off, but I mean, if you're Parabellum, you don't let that one affect you. You're gonna give up 1 or 2 against this Backroom team. Like, it's almost inevitable. They're a high-scoring team. They push a lot of pressure. They force a couple of bad touches that'll lead to goals, and we've seen that in each game so far. Just forcing Parabellum into those mistakes, and they were able to capitalize on it. But the difference is Parabellum is also a very high-flying offense that they don't really let a lot affect them. And that's the best thing about this team. Their mentality is amazing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And you know, you have to be when you're in a region that just likes to boom the ball down, boom each other, and play at a very high clip all the time. You can't let the little thing rattle you. And it's still a 1-1 game. That one, yes, it was a pass from a Parabellum player again, to getting that unfortunate touch right down and able for Backroom Enjoyers to capitalize on it. But you know, it's those little things. You can't let them disrupt your play and how you want to do things to get yourself back in.
Yeah, as Pan's gonna pop this one up high, it's gonna hit ceiling favorably for Davin. Leo takes control of this one, can't get it past. Trey's gonna be caught on an island here, trying to get up for that one, just able to avoid the bump and gets this one back down. Davin trying to find Trey. Trey trying to get it back to Leo. Leo, good first touch, can't follow it with a second as that one just went a little too far into the corner. And Davin looking for the pass back mid. Goose is gonna be there to bang it back down. 2:40 to go here, about to approach halftime. Unbroken takes the near post shot. Good first save. Second one's gonna be a little high. Trey saves it into the corner. Leo, good 50. Trey picks this one up. He's going to get 50. Davin trying to play this one smart. Gets a great first touch. Gets a second one high off the ceiling. Ball floating free. A goose into the corner. But Trey's going to be there, sends this all the way back down. Trying to pitch it past Pan. Oh, what a touch. Leo now up for this one. Gets the love off the ceiling. Unbroken into the corner. Gets it past Davin. That's open for a second. Trey's going to get 50. Floating free, and Leo able to recover as we approach the 2-minute mark.
The action, we have cranked it up to 11, and Trey has to double, and it gets saved. Oh my goodness, Leo still trying to get it, and it's going to be saved once again. Backroom Enjoyers and Parabellum's like, wait a minute, when did we start facing crew again? Getting 2 fantastic shots to get saved, but Parabellum showing that they are still applying a ton of pressure, and just one of those you gotta feel is going to eventually go through.
Yeah, good challenge there coming out from Pan as this one's going far side. Trey's going to leave it for Leo. Leo trying to bang it down, not going to be there. A goose going for the shot. Davin's up for that. Good challenge. He's going to be able to follow it. Pan up quick for that one. Good push into the corner where Trey's going to pick this one up. Doesn't have a ton of boost. Does Parabellum as this one's going far side. Now Trey able to get that corner boost and pick up full. All of the boys sitting right around 50. Pan trying to get this one out mid. Not going to be there. Davin towards sidewall. Good 50 going far side. A goose has to play this one slow. Pan, awkward touch, sends it out center. Davin almost punishes immediately as a goose throws this off sidewall. Trey's up for it, looking to get the outlet downfield. Pan's gonna be there. Final 40 seconds of play. Leo sends it back down, trying to get a follow. Not gonna be there. Goose just clears this right back down. Trey, nice controlled first touch, trying to play the low 50. Unbroken's gonna get there. And with 30 seconds left, Backroom Enjoyers trying to get something going, but they're using a lot of boots to go nowhere right now.
Yeah, but they have a lot of pressure, and there's some panic in the Parabellum net. Leo able to get that save and keep it away for the time being. Parabellum running low, but thankfully so were Backroom Enjoyers. It had to back off for the time being, but they are back on the attack. That one's going to be just a little bit off, but it ends up being a pass to Broken with 12 seconds left, and that's what I was worried about, Tank, was all the pressure was starting to mount on the side of Parabellum, and we saw a couple of double commits, a couple of boosts stolen, and where their rotation and their momentum was feeling fine, all of a sudden, that one disruption, you started to see it, and Backroom Enjoyers took advantage.
Yeah, as Davin tries to get the bump, not going to have it. Parabellum might have one more chance here, but they're going to have to go coast to coast after a good 50. This one's going to be dropping down. Trey picks it up, pops it back to Leo. Leo trying to find Davin. Pan, good first controlling touch, but a good 50 coming out from Davin. Can't finish it off as Unbroken trying to get the double, not going to have it. Leo drops it back down. Davin can't get the touch, and Backroom Enjoyer is going to be forcing game number 5 here.
Yeah, oh my goodness, game 5, here we come. And you know, again, we were talking about the shot totals and how Parabellum had a lot more offense, a lot more pressure, and even though Backroom Enjoyers had the efficiency, Parabellum still had the amount of shots to be able to just pepper the net, and eventually those go in. Backroom Enjoyers had a couple of very, very clutch saves, yes, but they were also winning the shot total there 12-7. And it needs to shift back the other way. Parabellum needs to get those shot totals back up. They need to give themselves those opportunities, because the ones that they were getting were so incredibly good that it was just a matter of time until one broke through. It does look like we're having a little bit of ping issue once again as we have a pause right at the kickoff.
Yeah, and I mean, this could work in Parabellum's favor, right? Getting a little bit of time here to kind of reset, talk through a couple things, allow their mentality to kind of reset as we're doing another test server here. Looks like everything might be all right. And honestly, if I'm Trey, I'm putting this one in just to see something go to the back of the net and get some confidence as Leo able to put that one in. And yeah, it's just the test server, but to get that confidence back, to see something find the back of the net, even though it is a test, like it just puts something into your psyche, right? We've seen it time and time again. We say shooters shoot, and you just sometimes when you aren't shooting well, you need to see something go through the bucket. And for Leo there, who hasn't really been shooting well this series, that has to be a mental boost for him, one way or another.
Right, and you have to believe that now coming into this, they are going to attack instantly. You hate to have excuses, but you got to believe that in the back of Parabellum's mind, they're like, listen, if there wouldn't have been that near minute that went by, and then a pause happened due to ping, Backroom Enjoyers doesn't come back. It's a 3-0, but you know, now it's on Parabellum. Like, listen, you cannot control what has happened the last 2 games. You can only come out and fire on this game right here. Take control of it early and do not give up that control.
Yeah, as Leo tried to force that one through, couldn't quite finish it off. Trey's up for that one, just shoots it right at the defender. Nice demo, but Davin's gonna be caught by himself with Pan barreling down. He turns off for boost. Instead of pushing that pressure mid and forcing a bad 50, he just let it go, and this one's coming off ceiling. Almost waterfalled in. Pan now has this one looking for the pass down mid. Unbroken's gonna be there. He shoots that one just wide. Davin trying to play the 50, coming back out mid. Good beat from Trey. Net's open for a second, but Unbroken just able to catch up to that one as Leo throws this off back wall, gets a nice kill down. A Goose just got enough time to get back on that one. Trey now up for this, gets the 50 coming off back wall. Davin's trying to get there, not gonna have that one. Leo picks this one up, gets the dunk on a Goose coming out mid. Pan able to clear that one all the way back down, and Parabellum's getting the pressure, but just not able to get that final shot off on target. But now Trey has Leo leading the way. Pan trying to rotate back mid, shot coming out. Good 50. Davin forced to make a touch into the corner. This one's dropping right back down, pops back out. Leo can't get there. Trey trying to get the shot, able to get the recovery. Leo wanted to bang it downfield. Unbroken picks this one up, and 2 minutes gone here. Seeger and teams just trading off right now.
Yeah, they're trading blows back and forth. The shots are coming out, the saves are being made, and both teams, again, what is the one play, and this is the defining moment between these two teams, they have this war of attrition, if you will, where they're just sitting in the midfield, they're taking shots when they show up, but it is going to be one defining play that is going to swing the momentum in one team's favor, and the other team is not able to wrestle it back. And that might be it for Backroom Enjoyers. A lot of it is going to depend on this kickoff. The dividing moment is a kickoff goal here for Backroom Enjoyers. Parabellum needs to make sure that does not happen.
Yeah, this one's coming back out to Goose. Goose with the flip reset, goes for the shot. Davin, way to stand tall, but Pan picks this one up, trying to get another pass out mid. It's going to be across the box. No one able to follow it. Good boost grab as Parabellum find themselves on their heels right now, low on boost in their own corner. Leo just bangs this one down, finds Davin. Davin trying to get it back to Trey. Not going to have it. Quick shot coming out from Unbroken. Not going to be on target, though, as this one goes to sidewall. Leo can't chase that one as a Goose is right there. And Backroom Enjoyers, smelling blood in the water, are just trying to fight Parabellum right now. But Trey, the huge flick. And that one just high. Now Leo has an opportunity here. Gets it over the top. This one's dropping down. Pan tries to clear it out. Davin picks it up. Wants to get the pass across to the mid. It's going to be there. Leo wants a quick shot, just not enough boost to get there in time. Now Trey sends that one all the way across. Unbroken sends this one to far wall. A Goose trying to get there. Davin, good cut. Wants to get another one, but Pan able to cut that off. This is going to be awkward out towards mid. A Goose tries to bang it downfield. Good touch from Pan. At a minute 28 to go here. Backroom Enjoyers up one, and Parabellum needs someone to step up and step up big.
Yeah, they need to be able to get that one again. We've seen some physicality attempts. We've seen some pressure plays. This could be a Trey. But again, the save is there. They're able to get these passes. They're able to get the shots. But Backroom Enjoyers continue to be there. And you got to wonder, is anybody able to get the bump? Is anyone able to get the demo? You have to either continue to throw it off the back wall or remove somebody. But Backroom Enjoyers are finding the touch every single time.
Yeah, and this one's coming back out. Trey trying to get there. He's going to get 50'd. Ball into the corner. Leo picks that one up and steals the boost. But Unbroken able to clear that all the way down. Pan with the good read. And it's 2-0 Backroom Enjoyers.
Yeah, and again, you're pressing at that point. You've had so much pressure. And this is back-to-back series now that Parabellum has had a ton of great shots and just have not been able to find a way to break through the defense. They need a goal quick, but the demo comes through. Parabellum still not out of it, but my goodness, do they have to attack now?
Yeah, nice pinch going back towards back wall. Trey wants to drop it down. Unbroken just clears it far side, and another big clear coming out from Backroom Enjoyers. And like you said, Parabellum needs a goal, and they need that goal right now as Trey trying to get a controlling double into the corner, gets a pinch around, but can't get it out front. A Goose trying to clear that one out. Leo drops this one down. Trey's there for the shot, gets the bump, but it's just wide, and Davin can't get that one in either. That's going to be cleared to sidewall. With the final seconds ticking off, Backroom Enjoyers are going to take the series down and go 2-1. Parabellum drops to 1-2. They are on their last life.
Yeah, Parabellum just couldn't quite find their way back into it. And again, a lot of it's just coming down to those shot totals. Parabellum, they were able to put on a lot of pressure, but just nothing really towards the net. And when it was always the third player. It was always number 3 coming. The first player wasn't getting a shot. They were getting the pass. Second player was getting an additional pass or trying to go for a shot and getting 50 away. It was always number 3 to get that shot, and they just didn't have anybody else to follow up. And the first 2 weren't in a position to get a demo or a bump to throw off that goal line defense. And Backroom Enjoyers able to take that, turn it 180, and put a quick transitional goal back in their favor.
Yeah, and I mean, there were so many opportunities there for Parabellum that they just couldn't finish off. But you have to wonder, I mean, if we don't get that reset at the start of game 3 after they had so much pressure, like I 100% feel like this series goes the other way.
Right.
You have to figure it is going the other way. They're coming away with a strong win there and probably a 3-0, and then they have 2 more chances. But we'll wait to see who their next matchup is going to be against, as we already have our first 2 qualifiers for playoffs the two most people expected, Team Secret and the club, both going 3-0 on the day and making it. And Empire took down Epiphany, so they are 2-1 now, and they are on the verge of making it through too.
Yeah, and that's what it's so and this is what is nice but also frustrating with a Swiss format, and you never know how these matchups are going to shake up. Empire, they got that Parabellum was able to defeat them in round one, but then getting back-to-back wins, and they're on the cusp of being able to qualify into the playoffs. And as Parabellum, you feel like, listen, we beat that team, and Crew, who took them for so much extra time, is still on the cusp of making it into. They ended up losing to the club, who, that's not a bad loss, and took a game off of them. So Parabellum is right there. They're right on the cusp. It's just about executing here today in these next series. But we are going to head to a quick intermission while the final games get reported. But when we come back, we will head into round number 4 of Parabellum Miraculous League here in the SAM Fall Regional Open 1. Don't go anywhere. More to come. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting the fourth round set up and ready to go. It is going to be Parabellum versus True Neutral and Tank. True Neutral, they lost to Exceed Brazil and then to Lotus and then defeated Alpha United to be able to be 1-2 right now to face off against Parabellum.
Yeah, and I mean that was a really close series. So it was a 3-2 series for True Neutral. And I mean, each game was 1-0, 2-1, 6-3, 1-2, and 3-2. So going down to the wire all the way across to get another chance here. As I mean, if they lost that game, they were eliminated. So True Neutral, after having a rough open or close or top 16, able to bounce back, have a decent close quals, but they are on the ropes again, much like Parabellum. And I mean, this is a huge matchup here for both these teams. Not only is it to stay alive, but it also kind of shows what these teams are made of. And I, I still feel like Parabellum is the better team here. We were talking about it in the break, right? Like for Parabellum, they've had one of the toughest runs. Like, let's be honest here, right? You draw Empyre first, and then you roll right into drawing Crew, and then you draw Backroom Enjoyers. Like, that is a really tough Swiss to start out with here. And it's really not getting much easier taking on True Neutral, who is a very solid franchise and a good Rocket League team overall. It just hasn't been going their way in quals.
Right, and that's, you know, I'm interested to see how True, because they took Alpha United took them to 5. Parabellum has had 2 5-game series as well and 1 4-game series, so it's not like
7-game
these.
series.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. And so it's not like these teams are fresh, that they had quick series or they either won quick or lost quick. They've been drag out fights, so I'm interested to see again. A lot of it just depends on who is able. Looks like we might be getting a different server. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on who is able to come out quickly as well as maintain that. Is there any disruption along the lines that may disrupt? I'm not sure what's going on. I have a lot of things going on in my head right now, of people joining and leaving. So,
Car changes.
yeah, I don't know, but when you had that reset, you don't want to make excuses, but you got to believe that disrupted a lot of momentum for Parabellum. And if they're able to get up to a kick start, can they maintain that? Can they keep that? And can they ensure that True Neutral doesn't get back into it?
Yeah, and I think for Parabellum, just we say it all the time, one game at a time, one goal at a time. Just come out, get back to your game plan. You've had a little bit of a break here after 2 heart-wrenching series. Like, I know your emotions are drained right now. Go get a quick coffee, go get some water, get a monster, get whatever you need to kind of get you back into it. Even if it's just deafening for a second, listening to your favorite song to get back to your happy place. Go do that and reset and know, hey, our week's not over yet. Our tournament run's not done yet. We're still alive in this one. We still have great chances. Let's just finish it now.
Yeah, and obviously, quote unquote, as you lose series, you should be facing off against easier teams. That's what we were talking about. Empyre, able to defeat Empyre in round 1. Empyre then has gone 2-0 and are on the cusp of making it into the I hit that a little early. Making it into the playoff bracket. Backroom Enjoyers lost round 1. Back to back, they're on the cusp of making it into the playoffs. So, these are the teams that are fighting for their lives, but at the same point, there's a lot of pressure of you can't make mistakes because there are no second chances.
Right. Not anymore. And so for Parabellum, like I said, just focus in, take your time, breathe, and keep your comms up. It almost has felt like their comms have started to fall off a little bit. Obviously, we aren't in there. This is just
Right.
from our point of view what it feels like, because we're seeing more double commits. We're seeing them trying to rush. It's almost like they know their backs are against the wall and they're trying to keep themselves from losing. And we say it all the time, prevent defense only prevents you from winning. So just go out, play your style that we've been preaching that you guys do so well at, and come away with a huge win. But we are getting into game 1. Sound up, boys. Parabellum versus True Neutral. Winner stays alive, loser goes home. And Seeger, how are you feeling about this one?
Listen, again, a lot of it just depends on how these teams start off. And it depends on, can Parabellum get the goal early, or if they're able,
yes,
or True Neutral's able to frustrate Parabellum with these last second saves and a nice job on the follow. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I could not be happier that it was Leo who got that goal.
Yeah, Leo's been fairly quiet all day today, and it felt like Sunday when they were popping off. Him and Trey were just the dynamic duo, trading goals and assists back and forth. As another shot comes out, Leo's not gonna be able to follow that one. Davin has to rotate back. The shot's gonna be just a little high. Lagley's shot was going towards back wall. Good touch there from Davin. This is gonna get pushed into the far corner as Davin's trying to clear it out. Not gonna be there. D7 gets that shot on target. Now Leo on the counter attack here. Can't get that one past, but D7's gonna be in an awkward spot. Davin down to Leo. Leo with the shot! Oh my God, Leo!
And Leo gets one to go in and then says, listen, I've been quiet for far too long. I am a lion, hear me roar!
Holy good Lord, what a shot. That came out of a cannon out of that corner, and the best part was he jumped over the defender. He was behind the defender the entire way and just came over the top and said, nah, I want this one. It's fine, as Davin gets a huge 50 tray, trying to add another one here for Parabellum. Not going to be able to, but this has to be a good sign for Parabellum now that Leo is starting to get on the board and he is starting to feel it.
Yeah, that was most definitely the Rocket League version of posterizing someone, going up over the top of it and just slamming that one home. But again, what is the game-defining moment? And that has been the key for this Parabellum, and I fully and firmly believe that that was it. It's just about playing solid and not being overconfident, overhypey of anything else that's going on for the rest of the match. There's still a ton of time on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, still 3 minutes to go. D7 looking for the pass over. Great pass. Beautiful shot as True Neutral gets one on the board here. And a lot of that was coming from Parabellum just being a little aggressive there. That was a nice force on D7, but Davin had to challenge it anyways, as if he doesn't, he's getting flicked over the top.
Yep, and it's just in a tough situation at that point. Almost getting that one on the kickoff. But, for Parabellum, listen, we said this multiple times. They're going to play their style. They are aggressive. They feel they're going to be aggressive. So, give them the hat trick and pick up the axles along the way. Oh, it's a bump.
What a bump. And we were talking about it. Like, they got away from those bumps and demos in front of the net, and now they're getting back to it. It's got to be the coaching staff in there talking to them in between games saying, hey, this is what was working. This is what we're getting away from. Let's try and find our identity again here early in game 1, see how well it works out, and just start punishing. As this one's coming off sidewall, it's going to be bouncing free. Trey's up for it. Try to get it back to Leo. Nice clear downfield from Roman is what I'm going to call him because I have no other ideas. As this one's coming off ceiling, just bouncing free. Lagley, good touch. Net's open for a second. That's going to be on target. No, that's wide. Misses the open net on the 2-on-1.
Yeah, lucky break there for Parabellum. They're able to get it back down, but again, that's where those, you got to question, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing a couple of these challenges. Again, you have a 2-goal lead. It's not like it's a do or a die in this game, but you also don't want to give True Neutral any hope. Like, just absolutely go for the throat, squelch any sort of momentum, any sort of hope, any glimmer that they think they have, get rid of it right now. And this is your opportunity. So while, yes, you do want to add in that wrinkle and kind of say, hey, we can do all of these things and we're going to continue to pressure, you also have to make sure that you don't keep it close if you have the capability.
Yeah, as a shot coming out, Leo, good touch there. Davin sends it to sidewalk. It's a great pinch all the way down. Takes a really weird bounce. D7 able to follow that up. Now trying to push it downfield. That's going to be 50 high off of ceiling. Roman can't follow that one up. It's going to be a free touch in the corner. Davin now picks this up. Gets it over the top of Lagley. Trying to play for dunk here. D7 gets it past Roman, trying to get the bump off, but Leo able to fight through it, get the touch before Lagley can get the shot off, and Parabellum back the other way.
Yeah, and doing a great job of getting that ball cleared down in a hurry. We know that they like to play that possession style. They like to be on the offense and attacking, just trying not to be stuck down on the defensive side too long. And we saw it in the last series, just being able to get the close passes as Trey gets the angle on the right side and still somehow sends us upper right.
Yeah, what a beautiful snipe there as he gets the great read. Huge bounce off back while they're just missing the corner, so he's able to follow it up. And that is the kind of confidence boost you are looking for if you're Parabellum after giving up those last 2 series there. This was the game one they needed. They needed a big offensive game. They needed some good defense, and then just able to come back as D7 gets another one here off of the over-aggressive play again from Parabellum. Just not able to follow that one. Trey was on back wall, couldn't recover quick enough, but I mean, you still have to feel this is Parabellum's game to lose up to with 29 seconds to go, and with how good they've looked on offense so far.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was just, there are a couple of boost grabs they were trying to get, ended up missing it, and it was just a culmination of a couple of small mistakes as a team. You had 2 players trying to get boost, both of them missed, neither of them able to get back, and that allows the opening. You don't come to expect that from the side of Parabellum. And how about Davin getting on the board saying, you want to drive away? No, this ball is mine, give it back.
Yeah, Davin's pickpocketing skill definitely at 100 on that one. Beautiful little play, just sticking with it, getting that little touch, just stealing it right off the roof of his car, taps that in, and 3-0 here. And I mean, Parabellum so far, their offense has looked really good in this series. The defensive rotations and transitions back have looked a little scuffed, but the good thing is they still have plenty of time to figure that one out, as that was only game 1. And if your offense is firing that much, it's really hard to say that any team is going to be able to keep up with it.
Yeah, and adding insult to injury again, squelch any glimmer of hope. There is no light at the end of the tunnel for this True Neutral squad. That's what you have to believe if you're Parabellum. This is it right now. We are shutting the door on you, and he's scoring 5 goals, and then on the kickoff when the game is all but secure, getting 2 demos as well. Like, yeah, you come to expect the demos from the same region, but getting both of them as time has expired, and then just carrying the ball around for a little bit, just asserting dominance. And if they're able to continue that and have that confidence for the rest of the series, should be really, really good for Parabellum.
Yeah, and I mean, as we get sound up for this next one, I mean, for Parabellum, the big thing is they need a second, as Davin was coming back in here, but maybe doing that car change again. But I mean, for Parabellum, like, yeah, their offense was looking good. They were looking great. They need to figure out that defense, though. They gave up 2 goals on 5 shots and only had to save 1. So, I mean, still, True Neutral shooting exceptionally well there. Nice 50 coming out from Leo. Davin trying to put that on net. Not going to be there. Trey up for the 50, but Leo going to be on an island for a second. Good job challenging that one, knowing that no one was there yet with anything to do with it as Davin gets this to Leo. Leo trying to get it back to Davin. That one's going to be sent far side. And Parabellum starting off right where they left off here in game number 2, just putting a lot of pressure on True Neutral and trying to get them all out of sorts early.
Yeah, and that's something from Trey that we haven't quite seen from Parabellum here this afternoon. In general, Trey's going to pick up that save. Is the attempted solo plays. Now, for the most part, everything they've been relying on somebody to get the pass, to get the bump, to get the demo, to set something up. And Trey, knowing that no one else is there from Parabellum, going for that doozy, and I like that little wrinkle. I like the confidence. We've seen him be able to do it already, and it happened this past weekend, and clearly they are more than skilled enough. I'm just kind of surprised we haven't seen more attempts.
Yeah, and they're just trying to play team ball. They know how good these teams are that they're playing against. They're trying to beat them with those midfield passes and back wall plays. But that's the thing. They're defending that because they know that's where Parabellum likes to live. Is right there on back wall and doing those infield passes. And so getting those little wrinkles in there with the solo plays, the little dribbles down midfield is what's really going to open up a lot of space for Parabellum here as Laggy going for this one, taking it towards back wall, looking for the pass out. Good beat there from Trey. Trey still has plenty of boost, looking to get that center out mid, takes an awkward bounce. Davin can't quite beat Roman to that one. And now with almost 2 minutes gone here, opportunity for True Neutral. And D7 just drops that one right past the last defender with a little fake coming out.
Yeah, the tactical whiff coming through. It looked like D7 was going to get another touch, ended up getting a bump. It looked like the follow-up was going to be a shot. Ended up just airmailing it, and that allowed True Neutral to just let that one go in. Again, misses breeds more misses, especially at this level of play. And when you're expecting somebody to touch, that's why fakes work out so well. That's why the change-up shots tend to work against these players, because it's just not expected for someone of this caliber. You're expecting everything to be a banger and to connect with every shot. We saw there working out for True Neutral.
Yeah, shot coming out. Good stop there. Trey trying to keep this one in the offensive half. Davin drops it right back to that corner, looking for the pass out mid. Good 50. This one's going to be all the way back. Trey trying to get there. He's going to get dunked. Leo needs to get a solid touch and bought just enough time for Davin to rotate back. He's going to pick this one up along sidewall. Gets a good 50. Leo's going to be there. Pops it high out towards mid. Gets the pass over. Trey's there. Trey wanted the shot, but couldn't get the angle as the defender was barreling down on him and was right there to stop the shot if it was going to be on target. And Leo drops this one back. Trey wanted the finish, but didn't have the boost to get up for it. And this one's going to be cleared all the way back down to Parabellum's half. Under 2 minutes to play here. Still 1-0 for True Neutral. And Parabellum needs an answer.
Yeah, they're getting close. So, oh, that miss may hurt, but able to get back on it. They're getting incredibly close. And again, it's just a matter of finding that one chink to be able to get through the defense. As some fantastic saves from True Neutral coming out. But we're not seeing any attempt of any bumps, of any demos, even with the boost deals. They're just rotating out and keeping the pressure, which is great. You have a lot of pressure, but pressure means nothing. You're not able to finish it off.
Right. Pressure doesn't mean anything if you can't get good shot opportunities, right? You can shoot it on an open net all you want, or not on an open net. You can shoot it on the net all you want, but if there's a defender sitting there just waiting for it, you're not going to get anything done. As Lagley gets a beautiful pass out to Roman. Roman slots that one in, and True Neutral now up 2. And, I mean, Parabellum just hasn't had an answer on the offensive side.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing with the air dribbles. They're leaving the ball and going for a bump on the air dribbles, but True Neutral is spotting that. They're not even going up and challenging you. And you are so far back at this point. If it's one thing if they're picking it up from midfield or from inside the box and going for a double tap, but when they're all the way down the pitch and popping it up high, True Neutral is not even challenging it, because they know that Parabellum's just going to go for a bump, and that takes the first player out. They're landing with no boost. They're able to attack the second player, and all of a sudden it's a 2v1 or 3v1, and they've broken all the pressure that Parabellum could have.
Yeah, so Parabellum just needs a little bit of a change up here. And I mean, they can do it. They're going to be fine. We still have a minute left. They need to find one to go through here as Trey throws this towards back wall. Roman, nice little touch into the corner, wants to get the pass downfield. Not going to be there. Davin keeps the pressure up, gets this one past D7, but gets deleted for it. Trey follows this one up, gets a little bit of love off the ceiling. Leo trying to finish it and can't get the touch as it was just too tight of an angle. D7 looking to get that one out towards mid. Roman's going to be there, takes the shot. Good stop coming out from Parabellum as this one's going back downfield. Trey and Davin both there. Trey gets this over to Leo. Leo with the shot. Great save back to Davin. Davin with another one. And True Neutral just stands tall in net, getting just enough of a touch to send that one back downfield, and they are going to take game number 2 here and even the series at 1 apiece.
Yeah, Parabellum is... you gotta believe that eventually they're going to meet a team that doesn't find that last second save every single time. My goodness, that has to be frustrating for them, but they're getting good opportunities. They're getting good pressure. It's just not quite able to finish, and you saw that was even the double commit from True Neutral, and they were covering both parts. They had one going up high covering near post and one coming down low, ended up getting that save.
Yeah, and just it's got to be frustrating if you're Parabellum right now. You're getting chance after chance after chance, but it seems like someone took some sealskin potions today as all these teams just stepping up huge on the defensive side and not letting a lot through. Even if you have beautifully placed shots, True Neutral and Crew and even Empyre to an extent and Backroom Enjoyers are finding these insane saves.
Yeah, and again, we've seen the physicality, we've seen that play from Parabellum. Obviously, we keep asking, is it going to come back? Where is it? But at the same point, if it's not there and they feel that it's not there, okay, they're not going to try and put them in a disadvantageous spot, but they're not having enough power. And when it looks like that, my God, I struggle as someone who's not out on the bench. I struggle to be like, why is that not the setup more often?
Yeah, as they get a beautiful setup, they just couldn't finish it off. The shot doesn't have enough power. Leo is going to try and turn on this one, but Roman clears it all the way down. Goes for the redirect. Oh, that was almost nasty as that one's going to bounce out high. Lagley takes control. He's going to get bumped off. Davin to sidewall. Roman's going to be the first one there. Good read, but great back wall defense from Trey as he bangs this one back downfield. Trying to get the 50. It's going to be there. Gets the bump on one. Wants to get the center out. Davin back to Leo. Leo looking for the double. It's the touch. Falls right down. And Lagley again. Another good save pretty much right on the goal line as that one almost had eyes into the back of the net.
I love the fact Davin switching up the car and going to Viva Brazil and gets the flip reset pass to Trey and take. Someone likes to say, look good, feel good, play good.
Heck yeah. It's the only way to do it. You don't look good, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you sure aren't going to play good. And right there, a beautiful little pass. Good cut. And way to just sneak that one in. And it wasn't anything pretty of a shot, but it was a shot. And that is what Parabellum needs to get back to here. Just putting pressure on net and putting shots on target. Just slot them in. And there we go, Trey. It's like he heard me.
Slotting. Look at the cut on this. Slicing it in between two defenders. Roman cannot get back in time, and that will be a 2-0 lead for Parabellum here in the first 90.
Yeah, and this is the start they needed, but they also need to maintain this, right? I mean, how many times have we seen them get out to a hot start and then they slow down a little bit? Team's able to come back. Davin, huge dunk. That one's going to be floating right in front. D7 able to come away with it. Lagley now trying to push this one downfield. Has Roman on sidewall. Good cut from Trey. Trey wanted to get the back pass to Leo. Not going to be there. Davin on an island. Needs to get a touch. Sends it towards his own net. Oh, but the Rocket League god shining upon him this day as he gets the little bounce off that low corner. And it sends it just too high for True Neutral to get a follow-up shot off.
Yeah, and we're seeing Parabellum. They're having to show off with their mechanics on this defensive side, but doing so very calmly. And look at the spacing that they have. They're able to play those out very, very well. Not getting a whole lot of pressure on the offensive side, though, is, again, we're seeing the first player going up from downtown going. You're not seeing really a challenge from True Neutral. They're just kind of avoiding the bump and forcing or trying to bump the player off and playing that second man. They know that the first one really hasn't had the shot, and that's where I've asked, where have the solo plays been? What?
That one goes in.
But yes,
put it on target. Oh, they thought Leo was facing forwards and was going to take the shot. Little did they know Leo had his back to it. Fakes him out, gave Trey just enough of a slot to put that one in under crossbar. And Parabellum up 3 here. Just over 2 minutes to go. Leo with the back post shot, just a little too hard as that one goes a little wide. Lagley trying to clear it out. Davin going to be right there. Good touch into the corner. Forces True Neutral into an awkward 50, but Lagley comes away with this one. Davin, for that, able to avoid the demo. This is going to waterfall down. And good read from Leo, able to pinch this one back towards midfield, but the threat has not gone away yet as a huge save comes out from Davin, and now Leo back the other way with full boost and possession. Has a good first touch, gets the flip reset, tries to force it through, not going to be there, but Trey with the shot again, and True Neutral's defense comes up huge.
Like, I'm so confused. With the last goal that went in, and the last 2 shots that we had, one from each team, and those get saved, but the one that Trey went, I'm so confused by these teams, but Parabellum, there's no confusion on what their game plan is here. They are picking up some demos, and they are continuously attacking and not allowing True Neutral to get themselves set up and feel comfortable out on the pitch.
Yeah, and so far it's been working out perfectly for Parabellum, but the big thing is they've been able to maintain their boost, right? They've been able to keep True Neutral right about 30 while keeping theirs up around 80. And that's the big difference between this game and the last one, is they have the boost to continue with these plays and continue with the defenses. Davin landed on that one. They were trying to just walk it in, couldn't quite get the recovery as this is going to be cleared back downfield, but Leo with a quick cut just dumps it into the corner. Awkward touch coming out from Roman as that hits ceiling and falls down quickly, but Roman picks it back up. Davin, good 50. But Seeger, the boost management for Parabellum looking much, much better in this game than it did in the last.
Yeah, and that's why they're able to get to these a lot better and a lot easier. You're not seeing these easy open touches from the side of True Neutral. And Davin says, listen, 1 second left, you want to sit there? You don't want to? Nope, it's just going to go in.
I mean, look, let's give Davin credit there. We said they weren't going for bumps and demos, and that's exactly what he was looking for. He was looking for the bump there. When he didn't find it, he said, fine, I'll just go to the library, check out the book on your defense, and bury that one as Parabellum bounces back with a really strong Game 3 win here, but they need to start stringing back-to-back games, as after they went up 2-0 against Backroom Enjoyers, they haven't really been able to string games together,
right,
or really actually all day, and that is where they are going to need something.
Yeah, and 2 shots. They allowed 2 shots from True Neutral there in game number 3. And we've seen this on stretches for Parabellum. There are times where they allow 1 shot, where they allow 4 shots, and they're able to knock out 3 times as many shots as their opponents. And then all of a sudden, it's just like they're not able to get any offensive pressure, and they're losing that shot total. So I'm interested to see how game number 4 here turns out for Parabellum. I think I think their psyche, they need to win this game. I know it is not an elimination for them if they lose this game, but they've been fantastic.
But you still need that confidence.
They've been fantastic in game 5s, but I think this game 4 just has more meaning at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if they take this one, they go back to even on the day. They go to 2-2, 8, 9-1 or 9-9 overall. Puts them in a good spot for a good matchup going into the final match of the day. And Lagley with a huge dunk on sidewall opens up the scoring for True Neutral.
Oh my goodness, what a dunk. Just pre-jumped the crap out of him. He hadn't even touched the ball yet, and Lagley was already jumping, knew where that one was going. And I know you said at the end of game number 3, opening up the book, and it looked like Lagley had the entire library already ready.
Yeah, as this one stays in the corner. Nice little bump coming out. Leo gets the 50. Lagley pops this out mid. Trey's going to get dunked. Davin needs to pick this one up. Grabs the says he wasn't able to get there. Another pass coming out center. Leo forced to just get a touch on it as he tries to control this one downfield. Gets the pop over the top. Tries to drop it down to Trey. Trey looking for another one. Gets it back to Davin. Davin in the corner. Bump coming out on one. Lagley's going to get dunked. Roman there to clear it back downfield as there wasn't a shooter for Parabellum, and this is coming right out front, and Roman just pushing the ball, forces that one in.
Yeah, and that's the second time now for Parabellum where they just had the touch and getting dunked out of it, where they've been so strong in 50s for basically the entire afternoon and just not going their way here early in this game. But you know, something is to be said with the fact there's still 4+ minutes on the clock, but they didn't get the first goal. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm still waiting to see. Yes, they have comeback potential, but when they don't score the first goal, it just seems like a different team.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to see some comebacks on Sunday, but today it's just felt like as soon as they go down, they just haven't had the psyche to come back and start rattling off goals here, and they need to find a quick one if they want to get that mojo back here. As Leo tries to get this one out to Trey, not going to be there. Lagley pushing this one downfield. Davin, good cut, but not going to be able to get anything out of it as Roman was right there. D7 wanted to push up on that one, but Trey was going to be right there. Good 50 coming out from Trey. Trey looking for the Doomsy, can't quite find it as that one was just a little too far in front.
Yeah, but you saw everybody. You saw everybody from True Neutral was expecting the pass, and it looked like Leo was as well, because Leo went diving in the net for it. And so just some miscommunication on that shot as Trey had it lined up. I believe it was a great call. I do not dislike the call of him going for that solo play, going for that Doomsy at all, as it caught everyone in the defense off guard. But it just had some miscommunication, and the transition from True Neutral makes them pay.
Yeah, as Roman throws this one downfield, was expecting D7 to stay up on that one, was trying to get the outlet to him. Good beat there from Leo out mid. Davin can't finish it. Trey gets a good 50. D7 trying to clear this one down. It's going to be 50 off ceiling. Trey's there, takes the quick shot. Roman there for the stop again, and Parabellum just trying to get anything they can on target here to try and break through this True Neutral defense. And right there, it gets stopped again.
The defense is against Parabellum, and it's like they just I don't know. Is Parabellum facing the Monstars right now? Like, did they siphon the defense out of True to play this game? Like, my goodness. Just not, even when it looks fantastic, not able to break through.
Yeah, the last man just in perfect position. It feels like every time to get that final save as Leo can't get to that one. Lagley wants to get the shot off. Davin able to touch this one around. Now trying to get the bang downfield, but Roman cuts that off. Shot coming out. That's on target, but Leo able to get the save. Pops this one over the top. Gets a little bit of a bump, but couldn't quite finish it. Lagley's going to get bumped off.
Nice bump.
Open, and Trey. Good finish, and the offensive aggression coming back out here and gives Parabellum their first goal of this game, down to 147 to go.
Hey, listen, we're going from the squishy save to the bump coming out. Leo just absolutely missiles him coming through the net. That was fantastic. Could not have timed or played that any better. But that's what it took for Parabellum to get their first goal on the board. Like, my goodness. Oh, it is the first goal, and there's still time, but oh, man, what a play.
Yeah, Trey high off back wall. Lagley's going to miss that one. Davin throws it off back wall. No one's there to follow it up as Roman clears this one down. Lagley trying to get the shot. Didn't get the flip. Thought he did. Was trying to take the quick shot. Davin, good 50. Trey's going to be there. Can't beat Roman to it, though, as this one comes off sidewall. Net's going to be open for a second. Oh, no. Boost missed at mid from Leo. And now Trey has plenty of boost, plenty of space here. Trying to dump it underneath. Gets the pinch out mid. But Davin just a little slow to that one. Now under a minute to play here. And True Neutral just killing a lot of clock. Not banging it downfield, just controlling it all the way back down and making Parabellum lose a lot of time here.
Yes, Parabellum trying to get something quick here. We see some demos, some bumps coming through on the rotation. But you see True Neutral, they're just sitting at midfield. They're trying to play this possession game, trying to just hold off the Parabellum attack these last 30 seconds, not over pressuring, not pushing too far forward, and it's working for them as they continue to get these clears.
Yeah, now Leo trying to start the counter on his own. They need a quick goal here, but True Neutral just cheats that challenge and able to stop it right at mid and kill so much time there. And with the final seconds ticking off, we are heading to another Game 5 here.
And I guess it's just the Parabellum way, right? If you're playing a best of 5, then you need to play 5. Like, they're just getting their money's worth out there, and they're giving the fans content. They're giving me a heart attack. But that's it. You know, it's, again, I said it. Parabellum has been fantastic in Game 5s. They just need to be able to go out and execute here on this one. And, you know, they're not wasting any time. They're getting right back into it. And I'm interested to see if they're making any adjustments. Do they go to more fun? Do they go to more solo plays? Regardless, I think it's the communication was breaking down just a bit there in game number 4. And if they can pick that back up, then walking away, I'm going to say this is a 3-1 Parabellum Game 5.
Yeah, as Davin drops this one down, Trey's going to be there. Trey's up for it, trying to find the double. Had the angle, but couldn't get the power on it. But Leo cuts that one off. Trey's going to get the quick cut. Nice shot on target. Roman's going to be there, throws it far side. Boost doesn't spawn for Leo. Roman takes this one into the corner. Davin wants to pick it up, not going to be there. Lagley has this one. Good control coming out from him. Looking to get one more touch across the net. Luckily, Trey able to follow that one up. Now takes this along sidewall. Has little boost, wants to get the shot off. It's not going to be there. Davin picks this one up. Has the control, throws it far side. No one able to follow it as Lagley wanted to get the shot. Just going to miss that one. With a minute gone here, a good back and forth from both teams. No one really able to break out just yet. As you can tell, the nerves are high in this lobby.
Yeah, and this is the elimination game. One of these teams is done for the weekend. The next one still has to play one more series. And these two teams are not wanting to make a mistake at this point, because that could be the difference. And for Parabellum, I don't know if you could wait on a mistake from True Neutral. I feel like they have to make the play as they make a couple on the defensive side.
Yeah, and Leo now taking this one off the ceiling, playing for the 50. That's going to go awkwardly. Trey just trying to get a touch, not going to have a solid one. This is coming back out mid. Lagley trying to get there. Can't win that 50, going far side. Leo, good stop. Davin wanted to get it past, not going to have it. Roman up for this one. He's going to get 50. Ball still sitting at mid, but 3 members of True Neutral were almost in the same quadrant, but nothing could be done for it from Parabellum. But the demo coming out now. Davin with the control, with the nice ceiling pinch there, drops it into the corner. We approach halfway, still 0-0 here, and neither team really giving up any ground.
Yeah, and we're seeing the back and forth action, which has benefited True Neutral throughout this series. Parabellum has not been able to get a lot of pressure on. We're not seeing a whole lot of shots on either side, just in general. But you know, this seems to be more True Neutral style for the first half. Parabellum did a great job to hang on thus far, but they need to wrestle their style back.
Yes. Oh, Leo wanted the pop to stay close there. Wasn't quite able to find it. Davin has this one. 2 members of True Neutral be able to respawn and get back near post there and force him off as Leo gets a great pinch high off ceiling. But what a read coming out from Roman. Bangs this one back downfield. As we approach the 2-minute mark, D7 gets an awkward touch. Nice dunk coming out. This one's on target, and it's just a little high. Leo can't finish that one off, and Roman back the other way.
Yeah, Parabellum, like I said, they needed to wrestle their playstyle back. We're seeing it here. There's a double commit in the corner from True Neutral. Needs to get the double, and Leo on target puts Parabellum up 1 in Game 5.
Good shot there from Leo, and I swear if this one would have been saved by D7, I would have lost my mind as he almost gets back to it. But Leo doing a good job of throwing that to back wall, knowing he had little boost and it would open up a ton of the net to shoot at. Davin trying to get up for that one. He's going to get bumped off. Trey last one back. Good touch off back wall to send it back downfield. Trey trying to get the read, not going to be there. Good 50 coming out from True Neutral. This one's towards back wall, and Leo falls on that one, ends up with the save, and Trey now able to push this one downfield in a 1v1, stalls it out mid, gets it far side. Leo's gonna turn on this one, gets it over the top, drops it down. Davin trying to get the read, 50 to the far side. Approaching the final minute of play as this one floats towards net. Trey's gonna be there. Oh, that one was cleared back down, but Davin able to get read as he was sitting at midfield.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, sorry, it's just 50 after 50 after 50, but a couple of 50s go True Neutral's way, and with exactly 1 minute on the clock, the passing, Lagley to D7, and where it has been 50 after 50 after 50, all of a sudden, Parabellum had to rotate back to get boost, and the space for the passes for True Neutral shine.
Yeah, as Davin pushes this into the corner, tried to follow it up, wasn't going to have it. Roman's going to get dunked. Ball sitting free for D7. Throws it towards back wall, trying to get the clear as Trey. Trey, huge 50, but no one able to follow it just yet as Leo bangs this one down. Wanted to thread the needle to Trey. D7's going to cut that off. D7, good little carry. Can't get it past the second as Trey gets it past one, trying to get it past Lagley. Not going to be there. Leo's going to get dunked. Net's open for a second, but D7 with the backside demo didn't have the speed to get there as this comes off back wall. Leo trying to get the read, not going to have that one. Ball's out towards mid. Leo, good touch. Final 20 seconds here. Parabellum in a deadlock, but True Neutral winner stays and tries to make the main stage as this one goes into the corner, coming out mid. Nice touch there. Divin trying to follow this one up, looking for Trey. Oh, and just couldn't get enough on it. Leo keeps this one up, falling in front of the net. Oh, Davin keeps it alive. Roman trying to get there. Good demo for Parabellum to force overtime.
And why would we expect anything less? Ladies and gentlemen, Game 5 overtime for Parabellum and True Neutral in this elimination game. One saved by Leo. My goodness, these teams, they refuse to give an inch, but unfortunately somebody has to go home.
Yeah, Leo's taking this one off back wall, has to leave it as he has no boost. Trey trying to force the 50. Everyone from Parabellum low now able to get a couple of full pads. This one going back into the corner, trying to get the dunk, not going to be there. Davin drops this one out mid. Trey trying to fake it. Good patience on that one. Davin up quick, can't get the 50. Roman gonna send this one back towards Parabellum's half. Can't get it downfield as that gets 50'd. Lagley gonna pick this one up along sidewall, wants to get the shot off. Davin's up for it. Good job of adjusting on that one, but Roman is bullying his way through. This is coming all the way back downfield. Davin's gonna fake that. Trey trying to get there, not gonna have it. Leo picks this one up. Leo into the corner, trying to get it past Lagley. Gets it out towards mid. Davin can't finish it off. Trey's gonna pick this one up. Nice, smart touch around one. Gets it past the second. Ball in the box. Pinched all the way back. That one's gonna be just wide. Davin needs to control this one out of the corner. And a minute 20 gone here in overtime, and both teams have had their opportunities.
Yeah, the opportunities are there, but again, I feel like this overtime is playing into True Neutral's hands, able to just control this and get it back and forth. We're not seeing a ton of pressure on the Parabellum side. We're seeing the boost deals coming out. It's been a couple of good clears, but it's been utilizing one another and just booming it down. Haven't had a ton of pressure, but the waterfall is there, but nobody's able to follow it up as Davin just goes flying by the ball, trying to avoid the block, and I think that was just the cause and effect of so many shots getting saved at the last second. Just trying to be perfect on that shot.
Yeah, rather than just putting it on net, and here comes the pass out. Oh, Trey, huge touch. Leo now has this one. 2v1 for a second. Leo trying to drop it down. Not going to be there. Lagley just clears it away. Oh, almost gets dunked. Roman trying to get up for this one. Nice beat by Trey. D7's going to be a little awkward in the corner. Can't get the touch he wants. Pops this one up high. Leo able to cut that one off. Good play from him. Wants the dunk. Lagley demo. Davin trying to get it back out to Trey, and D7 somehow comes away with the huge dunk and goes for the quick shot. Leo, good clear downfield. Trey has this one. 2:38 gone in overtime here. Davin trying to get the turn. Pops it into the corner. Shot coming out. And that one's cleared to the far side. And Parabellum's had a couple of opportunities, but nothing they've been able to finish off. And the 50 goes true neutral's way.
Yeah, again, and this is exactly how the ones that Parabellum have lost, that's what it was. It was a 50 that happened the wrong place at the wrong time. And Parabellum just wasn't able to quite get back in time, and that hurts because again, that was what, the third overtime game that from that side a 50 happened and went into the net. Like it wasn't even like a 50 happened and someone was able to follow it up. No, the 50 went into the net, and that is such a heartbreaking way to lose and a heartbreaking way for Parabellum's weekend to be over.
Yeah, but I mean, for Parabellum, a good first showing here, right? They were on the cusp. I mean, they took Crew to 2 overtimes that were what, 10 minutes and 5 minutes.
Overtimes, yeah.
They took Backroom Enjoyers to game 5, which I still believe if that wouldn't have had a reset in game 3, I think Parabellum wins that series and we're still playing. But I mean, for your first showing under Parabellum for 2 weekends to have as good of a performance as they did, it is a wonderful starting point, right? They can only build from here. And with, you know, a little bit more time underneath Parabellum with the coaching and with all the support, this is going to be a really good roster in Sam going into the next qualifiers.
Yeah, and I think the biggest takeaway from this is, regardless of everything that happened, Parabellum still picking up some much coveted RLCS points. They are going to end the weekend 12th through 14th, which does give them 3 points. Obviously, I know they were looking to get more. This is not how they wanted the weekend to end, but like you said, an absolutely fantastic showing, and we cannot speak highly enough about this team and about the staff that Parabellum has been able to surround them with, and showing all the love and support. Not only that what you guys can see and what you guys pour out for them out there in beautiful, beautiful Chatland, but also within the organization itself and within these Discord channels and the conversations they have and the people. They have shown so much love and support, and it is a tough loss. It's a tough way to go out on the weekend, but this is by far the last time you are going to see Parabellum, and I cannot wait for the great things that are to come with this team.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really fun team to watch and see them grow as they play more and more together and play under this banner. And I think I speak for pretty much everybody when we say we're very happy to have this roster in Parabellum, and I'm happy to see where it goes from here as a Parabellum fan of R6. And now that they're in Rocket League, my other favorite game, it just gives me high hopes for the future.
Yep, absolutely. And I know that the players are going to look at it and they're going to think of what could have been as we're getting more results in. Empyre Esports, the team that Parabellum beat today, just qualified for playoffs. So congratulations to Empyre. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but it's just one of those of, we beat this team that qualified and we just weren't able to quite get it. That's going to sting a little bit, but we've talked about the mental fortitude of these players. We talked about the team and how great they are, and I think it's only going to make them stronger. I don't think they're going to crumble from this at all. They're only going to stick even closer together and be that much of a better squad. But unfortunately for us, thus does end our time here with Parabellum on the weekend. Again, there are still more games that are going to be happening over on the main Rocket League channel, as there's going to be another round of matches here to see who else is making it into the playoffs. So if you did not get your Rocket League fill, be sure to head on over there after we are done to see the 5th and final round of who the final 8 will be, who are going to be playing the rest of this weekend. On behalf of everybody here at Parabellum, for everyone in the back, and we sincerely, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being here. I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your Friday. I have been Brookfang. It has been Tankard. We cannot thank you enough either for being here. We hope to see y'all here next time. Until then, everybody, have a great one. Most importantly, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the flip side.